curse word.
We
Gosh
can't promise
darn it.
not to curse in the
Holy
curse.
So anyway, I turned around and there was Susan Stranding, like right there.
Really? Shut the front door.
Holy holies!
And we're
Soup
live.
dumplings.
I'm only saying that because YouTube's getting real.
Yeah.
About it, you can't
Yeah.
use certain language within so many
Thanks,
minutes.
YouTube.
Brune, that is amazing. Helping
Yes.
a new player roll up a character is always fun.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
I do enjoy it. I am a dial of DM.
Let's go. That reminds me. I found these pictures.
Pictures.
I don't remember where I saved them from, so I don't. Hang on.
I need to crack my fingers. But I'm
Saving
really
them
bad
too.
at
It basically just color codes the whole character sheet,
Oh!
and then has extra information for exactly which pages and sections to find all the information for that.
That's
That's
pretty cool.
very
Can you
helpful.
send it into the
I can
chat?
send it into the Discord.
Yeah. Which you also join.
Add it to the Discord, yeah. Good idea. Speaking of which, if anyone's watching and has not joined the Discord, we will post the link so you guys can join up. We're gonna try and actually use it to get feedback from you guys and all sorts of new things in the new year. So definitely worth joining. So yeah, does somebody want to copy and paste that?
I'll have
Yeah.
to find it on the Facebook page. Should be able to.
We will do that shortly, so you guys can join up.
Unless you're at the Discord up there, find the invite.
I am.
Why did I suddenly get the thought that we need to add a fishing minigame to the Discord?
Fishing?
I love fishing.
A fishing minigame
Why?
to the
What are they
Why not?
fishing for? Compliments?
Character ideas.
Anyway, let's move on to announcements and stuff. So
All great places have a fishing minigame.
it's been weird and woolly weather up here in South Australia, and it's still quite warm and humid. So we've got the aircon going. So if you guys hear any like loud rattling noises, let us know.
Can you hear it? Let us know so we can make it worse.
It's just that one brain cell in my head.
Just sorry.
Have you ever like this?
As usual, the shout outs for Sirenscape and stuff. We're actually using Bardify on YouTube at the moment.
Oh!
Just a whole bunch of free RPG music. So if you guys want background music, it's pretty good for that.
How do I do this thing?
Other way.
Twist it.
Yeah, you should just.
Not that way, the
Well,
other
go
way.
in round the
No,
twist.
they need to be the other way.
Ah,
Everyone mind your eyes.
You're killing Iano! Stop!
Go faster!
He's already dead!
on the inside.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Thank you.
a glove!
Otherwise, before we get started, we're going to hand it over to Dubby for part of the announcements.
Hey! Just a recap from my intrusion last week. I am doing Movember.
I knew about it actually.
I have my monkey tail mow going. It goes from this side of my head down here and goes over the lip with the dirty mow.
That is your one mention.
That's it. I'm not gonna say that word again.
On screen.
I will. I absolutely will. Look at that monkey tail.
Sorry, what was it again?
Monkey tail.
One more time?
A monkey tail.
Moneke. Movember, doing great things for men's health in general. Looking at research and setting up programs that are specific to mostly the male side. I'm good at talking.
Masculine?
Great.
Masculine side.
Masculine
Not gonna
side
lie, I
is
thought
a
you were
good
gonna
one.
say the male spectrum.
Well, I mean,
that works, but
Even
it just
better.
sounds.
Yeah.
Are you an Asperger's male or a?
But everything's a spectrum when you think about it.
So donations,
Even colour, especially colour.
help fund innovative projects and that work for men and helping people that might not be able to get that support to help get that. I've gotten some good ones. I've gotten some good donations. Any little bit you can is on James Dove on Movember.com.
We'll probably, are we going to link that again?
Yeah, I'm getting that.
It's already being linked as
Link.
we speak.
Link it in the thing.
Yeah!
We've also
Yes.
got Glenn, who wants to share a little bit as well.
So, Movember, as W just said, men's health, men's mental health, men's physical health, all of that. I have attempted to, I don't know if we can say it this early in the session, so I'm just going to go with unalive
Unalive,
myself.
That works.
Tried to meet the darkness head on. And at the time it felt like what I wanted to do, the thing I had to do, because shit was shit. Oh god, I swore in the first 5 minutes.
It's been more than 5. We're good.
I was gonna say, I think that's like
We're at like the 6-minute mark.
And
that is a moment that kind of benefited from it. So it was fine.
so, yeah, and I have struggled with depression most of my life. I think most people here at this table have suffered in one form or another. But what I did want to talk about is how much better my life did get when I started seeking help. Like, I had trouble reaching out and seeking help. I've had horrible psychs in the past that made me not want to reach out at all. But I eventually found some good ones who sat down, who listened, who instead of just being, you're just some teenager looking for attention, you're probably on drugs. Which, true story, was one thing I got told. Great thing you want to hear when you're reaching out for help.
Yeah.
But I eventually did get some good ones. I eventually got on some medication, and life's not so dark.
Yeah.
It's looking up. I'm now here at the table with these fantastic people, and yeah.
And partly the awareness of Movember is putting that actual being able to talk about it. as
Getting
well.
rid of the stigma.
Yeah, the stigma and being able to share. And
Which, if I may, doesn't have to be limited to Movember. Like,
No.
talk about it when it needs to be talked
Yeah.
about.
It doesn't have to be a Are You Okay Day.
No,
or
this is
anything like that.
this is specifically as raising extra awareness for it,
Yes.
I think. Yeah.
Putting an extra spotlight on it. The house lights, the stage lights, the Christmas lights. No, we don't say that. We don't say that word yet.
Some of us work in retail. That's
Yeah,
that's a swear word.
It's already in
I've
there,
already
though.
heard Mariah Carey singing in one of the malls, alright? I'm already... It's too early.
I was listening to my metal during October, and it was like, Spotify would just pop up to it. Would you like your Christmas playlist settled? I'm like, no. No.
You just said the word again, though. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to deduct points.
But it was in context.
Not good enough.
It was in context.
Not good enough, Glenn.
Lovely stuff.
And I think that's.
I think that's it for now.
And a segue into that season, it is the busy time of the year. The DM may not have time to prep and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So apologies if our scheduling becomes a bit wonky.
We
over
can
the
always
next month
just
or
do
two.
one shots.
But we do have something in the pipe works for December.
I'm excited.
Christmas!
Just said the word! Stop it!
Christmas!
Listen, Monkey Tail.
Beat him.
Feed me. Feed me good.
Not on
Beat him!
camera. I get shy on camera, guys.
Give him a beating!
No.
Good one.
Anything else that needs to be said?
I think you've
Yeah.
pretty well covered it.
I thought you were about to.
Put him in sports mode.
God. You have to show the class now. I regret it immediately!
You shouldn't have.
Send it to the Discord.
I don't even know if it's sent the other pictures. The mobile data out here at the moment is bugging. Hugs.
Thank you.
Hugs!
Speaking
take
of
I'll
things,
take the beating and a hug, please.
speaking of the
Which one do you
spotty
want
thing that spotty reception that T-Bone just mentioned,
Hugs
we
after.
do have storms forecast for tonight. So if we do suddenly cut out,
Driving home in a storm.
it's lovely. Did you hear that I nearly got struck by lightning yesterday?
That's
great.
That's metal. Love that.
It is.
Yeah.
It hit metal.
I don't know.
And somebody else is like, how did that happen? Like the way lightning usually happens?
Lightning does the thing.
Cool. Sorry.
Lightning does the...
It was great because it's been a few weeks. Where did we leave off? We had
We
all
just defeated
left.
the big bad evil.
Everyone was
Yes.
No, wait, that was Mike.
Everyone is leveling up 3 times.
Oh.
And
Hawk and Fire had a heart-to-heart, and then
Yes, that's
we
right.
went through a couple of other things. Everyone
bit
was going to
hectic.
sleep.
The wagon was just leaving the horde in the wall.
Yes.
Yes.
After we murdered some orcs.
Yes.
Um,
yeah.
Well, after
You
the
were
cool
all
side of the table
mostly
murdered some
sort
orcs.
of turning in for the night. So,
Yeah, I think one of the few who did it was Margaret.
I'm gonna say anything anyone wanted to do before we end the night.
Yes.
Yes.
Did you have something you wanted to do?
No,
No?
Margaret's just pottering around.
Yeah.
Doing dwarf
I'll just
things.
take a
Dwarf things you wouldn't
a
understand.
few extra minutes of wine, and
These
then
short
I will
folk in
get
there.
up,
Short
do
folk
rounds,
things.
checking
You
on
wouldn't understand.
people and whatnot. And I imagine I'd come across this one sleeping on the balcony in the rain. And I'm not going to move them, but I will find a blanket and put a blanket over them.
It's been 2 minutes.
Okay.
And then I will retire myself.
Cool.
You get like a little bit of like an acknowledged look from Nubbins as you walk over with the blanket, and he kind of just like cuddles into the blanket afterwards.
Happens would be the best thing to curl up next to.
Rise.
Just explode the heat generated.
Except the scales, I don't imagine they'd be soft, they'd be hardening at this
Yeah,
point, so like
yeah.
it'd be a little bit rough on the edges. Quite literally.
Blanket for.
I mean, it depends on scale
They have a
count.
softer underbelly.
Yeah, that's true.
And if he's got, lots of scales, it's going to be softer than if he's got less scales because it needs to cover more and be harder.
That's true, that's true.
So there will be points where there's bigger scales and smaller scales.
Scale theory. Yeah.
So you basically get a long rest if you haven't already marked it off.
long rest.
I rest
Get your
longingly.
The question is, do I
weird
go on a
assorted assorted length of rest.
Just a bit. Just with the aircon, and then also that my brain is short circuiting a little bit.
I just turn
What
the
about
sound-
express?
I don't know. I just turn the sound bar down.
Oh, okay.
It's the right channel list.
Yeah.
Why do you need so many? How many
Secret.
things are you going to write to the DM?
That's
All
scary.
of them.
Why didn't you pull that face for Halloween?
Because I was busy going,
So, morning finds you after your
I thought I hid so well.
rough sleep,
I was about to say, is it
Awkward.
doing a sneak attack?
curled up position. Drunken haze.
Fidget spinner.
I forgot I keep this in my pocket.
Glenn, focus. Thank you.
I wasn't kidding when I said this
And you
would
can
be
have this
speed.
one instead.
Darby, focus.
You know, it's early morning, but it's still sort of cloudy and dark out. It's overcast. It's not raining anymore like it had been the last couple of days, but
And so you appear to still be heading eastward.
as far as you can tell.
Clint Eastwood. Sorry.
What you all do?
Probably finding breakfast.
I'm having a lay-in.
Realizing that I'm drenched as I wake up, and then realizing that the blanket that is now on top of me is also soaking and drenched.
Conversation.
So I kind of just, Fire will get up and then just kind of like try and squeeze out or wring out as much of the water from the blanket as possible, and then just like fold it over somewhere and kind of tuck it in so it doesn't fly away somewhere. Probably gonna go and shower if there is one, or bathe or something just to freshen up, just dry off, get redressed.
Yeah, well, you find one of the assistants.
Yep.
Their names are
Way back in episode 3.
Episode 3. And they, point you to the bathroom and stuff.
Yep.
Give you everything you need.
Easy peasy.
Give you the privacy you require. Greetings and salutations. And
What's going on?
you get
Same
food.
guy?
You're pretty familiar with the kitchen by now.
I'm not.
Yeah. They'll even turn to you and be like, "Do you want to take food out of the others, or are they going to come here?" Or...
Margaret, he's sure the kitchen is upstairs, but he's never actually seen it.
That's where the peasants go, isn't it? Isn't that way?
Upstairs.
No, into the kitchen.
Oh.
It's just not his forte, so he doesn't go there. If there was a smithery, you probably wouldn't visit it. But Margaret would know all the ins and outs.
Or would she? Because it would be nice and warm.
Sounds like a nice place for a nap.
Right on the furnace in the middle of the flames.
I have
That's
seen
silly.
cats literally jump on top of the cast iron heaters that you put the wood in and it burns. I've seen cats jump up on there, immediately realize their mistake, and then just scream.
Hot tin roof.
We do not advocate animal cruelty. We will still have it.
You run a shop.
What's everyone else
It's
doing?
amazing.
When Fire walks in, like her hair is still a little bit damp and drenched. It's kind of all like raggedy and shit. She hasn't brushed it. She walks in and she kind of just, she's not in her like leather armor. She's just in like the underclothes, and she kind of just pops
Tunic.
down. Yeah, that one.
Yep.
She just pops down and it's like, I could have slept better.
Are you feeling alright? You're showing a little bit too much angle there.
They're completely covered.
You can see the outline.
Of what? My ankles.
Aye.
If that does something for you, I think you have a problem.
Cis men are the reason tablecloths were invented.
Aye, this is true.
And handbags.
But no, you just seem out of sorts. You doing okay?
I'm great.
I have no choice but to take your word for it.
Okay. She gets up and she's gonna go get like a plate of food, and then she'll come back and sit down.
Yep.
She's just lazily like picking at her food, like, you know, kind of just picking at it and just flicking it around the plate.
Is it a better day today? Like, is it sunny? Is it still like
It's
Yeah.
still overcast, cloudy, but it's not raining.
Margaret is loving it. It's great weather as far as he's concerned.
I think there's a magical blanket on this caravan.
I don't think so.
I didn't fall asleep with one, but I woke up with one.
Aye.
She's gonna look over at you.
Want me?
Any idea how that got there?
Roll deception to keep a straight face.
Okay.
Do I need to roll against that or no? Just perception. 'Cause I'm actively.
15.
Would it be inside?
Pretty believable.
I rolled on that one, so she's looking, but she's not really looking, you know.
She's
She
looking
looks
dead
away.
at
She
you.
looks away just as like.
You're looking
just
at me, but completely oblivious of the smoke.
No, she just looks at
You're
you.
smirking
but
into
then
your coffee.
She
Just-
she looks right away as you probably smoke.
Or maybe she just thinks it's because of the scar.
The fire is pretty dull. Is everyone at the table?
I'm still in bed.
I'm there.
I love how you said that. I'm there.
Everyone but me.
What's Malcolm doing?
He's just munching away silently.
Just chilling at the table. as well.
Just being sneaky like he always is. Sitting there in silence, observing.
I mean, he's not hiding. He's just sitting there.
Is the cat folk sleeping in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Noticing this Celine isn't there, I'll make up like Riverside.
Fire's barely like picked at her plate. She's like, I'm gonna go check on her just to make sure. She like pushes the plate into the middle of the table. Like maybe one or two things have been eaten, but the rest of it's untouched.
She's a
Apart from
cat
being
folk.
flipped
I'm sure she's just taken a nap for 16 hours or so.
around. It's because of that that I'm concerned, and she's just gonna get up and walk. I'm assuming you're in the bedroom.
How long has it been since you've gone up? But
Well, I slept half the night on
Did I
the
say
balcony
something?
in the rain, so a few hours at the very least.
so a few hours by myself.
At least three or five.
I was not really doing much. I would have probably played with what sort of weapons I can create with the packed weapon thing, and just trying to get that connection of the rumbles to see if there's any more information. because I haven't heard anything for a little while until I got the last sort of spells. So just the opening of the mind to it, really,
Yep.
I guess.
What do you have charisma?
Get out of there.
Get out of there, Volk.
The
Use
imbraggable Bolt.
my
He's waiting
lapis lazuli. What am I doing again?
Fancy dice.
Charisma.
Yes.
Shit.
Multiple dice.
8.
8 total.
Yeah.
But see, I imagine like meditation stuff is not something that's come easy to Celine over the years. So
You mean I can't pay
you,
someone
you
to
sort
do
of
it?
probe for a bit, but don't get that sort of peace of mind that makes it easier.
Fair.
I feel like you've made progress. But you can't tell what's happening.
Yep. And I guess you walk through the door.
No, you're gonna hear a.
Who is it?
Try and guess.
I'll wait.
What the hell did you say? 'Cause I
Try and
Try and
guess.
guess, but it's Fire trying to pull a voice while I'm trying to do a voice, and I can't tell you how hard that is.
I was going to say, I didn't understand it at all.
Oh, actually, better yet, all you hear is try and guess. Ah! Because she can do that.
Just a minute. And I start putting clothes on. Cause
Fire just walks in. Just kidding.
That was you.
Yes. She closes the door. Why?
That voice was amazing.
She bows.
On the bed, because she just sort of jumped up, there was a dagger that she had made, but it's very fanciful. There's a whole hand guard on it, but of wire, jewelry
Oh, jeez.
and
Please.
weaved metal sort of thing to a very stiletto type dagger, and she just wheels it away, and
Wheels it away, so just go.
yeah.
Oh.
Or no, it sort of crackles, just the way that it becomes. I should probably have to touch it, would she? I don't know.
To
Well, I can.
summon and disperse it.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think you have to be holding it to disperse it.
No.
Yeah, no.
You summon it to
But
your
it's
hand
summoned
and you
into your hand.
disperse it as a bonus action sort of thing. So yeah, I imagine it's
Oh, it's an action. It is
an action check.
Yeah, just sort of little crackles of lightning and it disappears.
I can do another voice for you. I'm quite good at them.
Like what?
Ask me to do one.
Can you do
Be nice.
the big orc that we saw in the last town?
She kind of just.
Can you do the big orc in the last house?
What do you think? You really got to get down deep in that vocal cord range, you know?
I can't do that.
Takes practice.
What's going on?
Breakfast? You coming?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I was just lounging around. I'll come now. Once I get dressed.
Are you alright?
Once I get dressed.
No,
don't
before
wanna go-
before that,
I'll give the dwarf a bit too much of a fright, I think.
he can handle it. She really ponders. She's like, no, he can handle it.
He acts modest, he's not.
Yeah, no, he's not. He was the one who had to turn his pants around. So yeah. Anyway.
Anyway.
Arseless chaps.
Yes.
Yes.
No, before that, you seemed a little bit what's the word? Not happy. That's technically 2 words, but I don't want to hear it.
I was gonna pull you up on that one.
I mean,
just
you
then.
could always put a hyphen in there.
Not happy. That's 1 word if you say it really fast.
I'm not unhappy. Things are just weird. The whole thing is weird.
She kind of just crosses her arms and she just.
I'm not going to repeat myself.
She
I
crosses
don't
her legs and sits on the floor, and her tail wraps around her, and you're just like,
I don't travel with people most of the time. That's it, really.
to be fair, some of us aren't people. We've got like a lovely fur boy with us, and a fur bulk. Still people, but not like.
People was a general thing. Doesn't matter. Dwarfs, not canon.
It's just a
anything
talk.
like that.
Yeah, well, it's not humanoids, it's peopleoids.
Yeah, people noise.
People away.
Vocal noise.
Well, that still counts as everyone then.
Yeah. That's the only thing. I promise. I know you care.
Rolling inside.
Yeah.
Rolling inside.
I will. I'm rolling inside on this one.
Because you've been doing so well with those.
What's that?
So well.
Oh my god.
Another one.
Yeah. Another one.
I just bought you today. You make beautiful clinking sounds.
Don't roll something though.
And I'm getting my clothes on.
Maya just kind of like casually like leans back on her arms and crosses her feet in front of her. Did you sleep all right?
I did. Yeah. I have gotten used to the warmth that your Drake puts into the bed. I must admit, I miss that.
I was feeling restless last night, and so was he. It's kind of like a mutual restlessness.
You guys have a connection. That's fine.
Well, yes, I am his mother. How's the She kind of just like gestures and taps her chest where it should be.
Well, I've just put pants on and I'm still topless,
Yeah.
so you can see it.
Yeah.
So you're technically leaning back enjoying the show.
You're like
I flip
reverse
him.
Donald.
Fire's just like unfazed. She's like, it's a body, it's fine.
It's like reverse Donald ducking.
Okay, that's a term.
You've heard Donald Ducking before.
So you're Mickey Mousing.
No. Yes.
Yes! I love that. No. Yeah.
Oh no, he's right.
It feels okay. I just don't think it's going to come out anytime soon.
Wasn't
I
asking
don't-
if it was going to come out.
I don't mind. Really.
Are you Mickey Mousing or are you
Straight
Donald
up.
Ducking?
Straight up Donald Ducking.
Answer in the chat, everybody. No.
Which way does a dog wear pants?
Over his head.
Normally-
His walk.
So, with
My
all
first,
four
instinct
legs.
is, my first instinct is it shouldn't fucking have to.
Okay, I'm getting sidetracked.
You are.
She's just gonna like sit back and wait. Did you know it was raining last night?
Are you feeding the ants?
I am now.
I thought I heard some.
I don't know if they've
It
been
has
back
been
for a
raining a
while.
lot the last few days.
Fire kind of like leans up and crosses her legs again, and she's like, I think Hawk's warming up to us. Yeah, I'm out, and you don't you worry.
You say
They're
it's like-
still a little cautious. I'm trying to do better.
You see Fire just like it's almost like a blank look, and she's like, oh, I trust him fully.
Yes, I should.
I'm not asking you to. I'm
No.
just saying that if you trust me, you trust that I trust them. I've got to really get my fire voice back on. It's been a while.
Big bird.
What? Big bad. I'm a cat. I trust them fully. Yes, I trust Big Bird fully. Yeah.
Why would you do that to you?
I don't know, man. I like big birds and I cannot lie.
Yes. The dwarf keeps pulling me up whenever I say that where I come from there's not a lot of humans and everything like that. But it's just how I grew up.
I don't think it really matters what race someone is. Everyone gets a chance. You know, even if, and she kind of like shuffles again, she's like, even if they do some bad things, I think it's alright for
Has
people.
all done bad things.
see her like fumble it. She's like, well, everyone has. Like, it's not just about Hawk. She's like, no, I'm not talking about just Hawk specifically. I'm talking about everybody. Minecraft. I'm sure Malcolm's probably done some bad things. I'm sure you've done some bad things. There's different scales of bad, you see. And
Wait until you
sometimes,
find out more about Margaret.
and sometimes the scales tip a little bit heavy. She starts rambling on, basically. She's just having a ramble now. Basically, what I'm saying is everyone deserves a second chance, don't they? Right?
Can I answer?
Don't.
She's
No!
She's like
No!
the ramble was. Is that deception?
Oh, yeah, that's not good.
All I did was open the dam a little bit.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to start a flood.
But remember, last session, before we went to bed, these characters, right? Celine mentioned that I'm okay with all races as long as they're honest about it up front, so now Fire's like,
18.
you can tell that they're nervous about something. They're trying to like loophole their way around to try and basically just tell you that everyone deserves a second chance because
Yes. As
Look,
long
I'm the
as they.
one. I'm bringing their breakfast to them. They're taking too long.
I start walking out as I say, like.
Have you made
yes.
sure to put a top on?
Fire's
I'll
walking
finish.
out behind and just like,
As long as they have learnt something about what they did wrong.
okay, but if they've learned that they're still just walking and talking, but if they've learned from it, but you're still angry about it, would you give them a second chance?
I would only be angry if it had affected the crime, whatever we're talking about, doing something wrong.
What if someone was lying about their identity? What would that?
That sounds very pointless.
I've had people lie to me about their identity before, and it's a bit heartbreaking. So I was just curious how you would feel.
I'm surprised you didn't bring up. There was Margaret brought up he was a slaver all along.
You know, Margaret, we didn't know he was a spy or a slaver. We still know what Hawk is.
You know, besides a potential love interest.
Flynn, I'm struggling with this. This is.
I would have
What are
to.
you digging it down?
Oh, hello, Margaret. You got my breakfast too.
Hey, you were taking a bit long.
She just snatches something.
That was Celine's breakfast. Like I
I'll
know
get
you're
her
sharing.
back.
I know you're sharing a
Lord.
bed, but come on, plates are sacred.
Thank you for.
Also, I would
Okay,
like to
more.
talk to you.
Why?
So,
I'm talking to her. Can you?
oh, am I interrupting a moment?
A little bit.
Just give me 1 second.
Would you like me to hobble away?
Yeah, go back to the common room.
Just
and
give me
we'll
one.
be
I'll call
there.
you over. I'll send you over.
And I hobble away.
You will notice that Fire is looking weirdly uncomfortable.
Margaret's
She's
just
not
going to
hiding
assume
it.
it's him, just appearing.
You see, it doesn't change when you leave.
She
He's not going to see it changes when he leaves.
she looks at her plate and uses a claw to move some of it around.
That stuff's really good.
Yeah, looks good. And looks you right in the eyes and says,
They might be mad at me.
most things are judged on a thing-by-thing basis, I think.
Right.
With me
How
personally,
many Tuareg have you met? We hold grudges.
I've
There's entire books of them.
definitely gotten better at accepting differences in people.
Usually it's major stuff.
And
You know, this man
mistakes.
killed my wife on this day.
Do
blah,
you
blah, blah.
feel that I've lied
This
to you
woman
about
tore
my
heart out
identity?
from the night of a fool.
No, I think you've been pretty straightforward, actually.
Yeah. The one time I did was where I used a different last name. That's pretty much it.
I feel like that had good cause for it.
Don't know if it helped any.
But you tried.
I tried.
I was just curious.
How much would I have picked up with the 18?
Oh, you can tell
Out of
that she's
character.
like, she's not telling you everything,
Yeah.
but she's not
She's not openly lying.
she's not openly lying, but you can tell that something's off and that she's not talking about something.
You can
but she
tell
seems-
it's
yeah.
not quite lying by omission, but very close.
Some
to.
little white lies that are happening throughout this conversation.
You get no push.
I'll
No-
say right
no
now,
push.
I'm not a couples counsellor.
No, that's
No.
Malgrim.
Yeah. Malcolm's like, oh, fucking no.
What the hell's he gonna be able to do about it?
But Fire just kind of does that,
Hand
you
them
know,
each a
standing
dagger
thing,
and
she
say,
like
go at it?
hands on her hips.
And
and
he's
her
just gonna
tail's, like, swaying.
nod,
You know how
scratch me behind the
dog
ears. It'll
tails
make
sway
both of
to
you
one
feel
side
better.
when they're anxious and the other side when they're comfortable? Hers kind of does the same. So her tail's swaying one particular side. She's anxious at the moment, if you know to pick that up, because you also have a tail. And she's like, well,
I'm gonna go sit down and eat this.
I'm gonna go get Margaret for you. And she's like gonna walk off and just, Malcolm! Malcolm, we're done.
They're calling you.
Margaret, sorry, it's been a long morning.
How has it been a long morning?
Just go to it.
I just yell out.
They might be coming to sit down.
Over all of this.
You what?
I just yell out good morning to you over all this going on.
Celine, you can sit down. I'm happy talking to you in front of everybody else. It's not one of those secret conversations.
Alright, I'm gonna eat while you talk to me.
That's completely fine.
Bring my plate back.
So I wait until you sit down. It's like, so, as many of you know, I'm, 180 years old. I'm an old fella, and all my, slangs and practices and all of that are over 100 years out of date. So I'm trying to be a better person. So I'd appreciate it if when I slip up and do something like before when I was calling the wee dragonoids kobolds, if you would gently correct me.
To be fair, I didn't know that either.
But say, and I know, and I'm very sorry that I used it to aggravate, but calling the catfolk kitties is a no-no. I did that to aggravate you, and I apologize. I shouldn't have.
You get some really big teeth, Flash, don't you? Stop.
Oh,
Actually, now that I'm thinking, is catfolk alright?
That's fine. Leonin is the proper term.
they struggle with Leonin sometimes. Can I call you Linen?
Linen. I mean, if it makes you feel better, at least
You
consider.
see her smug look on Fire. She's like genuinely asking you.
Fine.
I mean,
Yes,
if it
okay.
helps, I've made great progress. I mean, a couple of years ago, I didn't even consider beast folk people. So I'm improving.
You are. And I see the effort.
And you... Hell, I might even feel sad if someone murdered you.
That's very extreme.
I imagine the key word there is might.
Look, I'm trying and throwing my heart out on the table. It's just flopping around like a fish.
But you need that in your chest.
I know.
She like just pretends to like scoop it up and like hand it back to you. Thank you. Put it
Thanks.
back in your chest.
I'm
And then take a big
enjoying
deep breath.
watching him struggle.
Yeah, so is Margaret.
But yes, I'm trying to be you don't get the title The Redeemed just by saying, I would like to be a better person. You've got to work towards it.
I'll be honest, you've got so many titles I forget.
I mean, the important ones are the terrible and perhaps even the cursed.
You don't seem too terrible so far. And she kind of just like
Remember how I
shyly
said...
like flicks her food around.
Remember how I said years ago I didn't consider beast folk people?
Yeah, but you do now.
Yeah. Terrible stage. They weren't people. They were no better than livestock. But I don't think that way now.
I'm glad.
You're a person.
I'm really
I
glad.
like how you're only directing it towards one of them. When you've got Puppy and Furbolg.
While this is going on, are you avoiding eye contact with Celine?
I'm avoiding eye contact with you and Celine.
Alright.
Do I pick up on that?
She's not hiding it. He really is trying.
Insight has been on point, but I'm gonna do it again. No, I failed this one. I'm hungry.
You know, I'll do one too. Now
Hi,
that
hungry.
It's all happening at the table.
Flynn.
No. Fire.
Fire.
18. I'm pretty sure I noticed you're avoiding eye contact.
She's just eating particularly fast now.
Was there another sex dream?
Yeah, I got a 16.
No.
You were jokes and fire.
Yeah, Fire's like,
I've had enough.
I'm
yes,
just
was there?
noticing. They're avoiding avoiding eye contact. I was wondering if there'd been another sex dream.
Did you just actually say that out loud? Fuck.
Yes.
She's gonna look directly at Sam and be like, "Was there?" And purposely hold eye contact for way too long.
No. And now you're holding more eye contact. What is going on?
Do you like eye contact, Margaret? Do you
I mean-
want more eye contact?
Do you?
My eyeballs hurt.
And you know, he flips the hood just enough so that the shine happens. Do you? What is going on?
I'm hungry.
I don't know, they're being weird.
I'm not being weird.
And you're not.
Weirder than normal. I'm having an emotional moment trying to, once again, hunt flopping like a fish. It's not actually flopping like a fish, you don't need to hand it to me.
Oh, it's one of them metamorphors.
Exactly! A metamorphical.
No, it's metamorphophore.
Metamorphical.
There you go.
I thought it was a metaphor.
Her intelligence
You know,
is 13, y'all.
I have actually been playing with the thing of calling myself Celine the Tethered. Because, you know,
Titles are always great.
it does sound pretty cool.
And I like that one, and it fits. The important thing is for it to fit. Which,
Well,
you know,
I don't really want to go on too much about my stone problem. In public, anyway.
I mean, you'd probably want to see a medicus. Oh, you mean that? Yes.
Blood, kidney stones or something.
He's 180. He would fucking know.
I didn't even consider kidney stones.
Must have been through some shit to be 180 and have white hair already.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not even 25 and I've got fucking white wizard hair showing.
Love
Your
it.
silvers.
My shield, I'm gonna be a salt and pepper boy.
Yeah,
Baby,
same, except
baby.
I've got little blonde ones
Salt and
coming
pepper's
through.
here. Salt and pepper. Something. But I do enjoy. I do like the ring of the tethered.
I love this.
Makes you sound mysterious.
Just chillin'.
No, he was so worried about not having enough prep for this week.
We got you,
I
don't
probably
worry.
don't have prepped again.
We've been going for like 40 minutes and they're still on breakfast.
Yeah.
I love that this has turned into a dysfunctional family breakfast. It's fucking amazing.
I don't think it's amazing. I will
I-
flick you a single
Would
look
you
like
like me to? Speaking of being brought up on, would you like me to try and pick it up when you're being, you know, a bit imperialist towards humans?
I'm trying with that as well.
Would
Help
you-
traveling with a human.
I bet Sister Hawk would be quite helpful in that regard.
I am going to
In character?
I did not. Well, yeah.
That's gone, I didn't hear it. What?
Margaret goes to high five Margaret.
I didn't hear
He's just got
that.
the smokest grin on his fucking face.
Fire goes like beetroot red and is just like coughing up her lungs.
Razri basically said,
gonna
Greg,
get up and
that
get a drink.
Sister Hawk specifically would be helpful in that regard.
I have no idea what regard they're talking about because
Regard of helping getting
I
comfortable with
wasn't paying
humans.
attention, so I'm going to stop drinking my drink and be like, did I miss something?
Fire's gone off to get a drink and she comes back and she's like,
No. It's fine.
Okay, I gotta back to my drink.
That's why you're the goodest boy.
He winks at you.
He doesn't see. He's too busy
Fire
laughing
leans
into
over
his
and is
own.
No, he winks at Celine.
he's got the point. She helped. She's already helped.
She has. Just by traveling with us.
Yes.
Yeah. I agree.
That's
You're
all I
using
meant.
two masters this time.
This whole thing is already derailed. 40 minutes in and we're out.
I have no idea what's going on, so I'm just kind of like eyes darting around the table behind my cup.
So does anyone know how long we'll be traveling until we get to New Zephys? Is that the...
I can go and ask.
Give me a sec.
Is that where we're going to now?
New Zephys, yes.
Last time I was traveling to New Zephys was 100 years ago, and I was intending to raise it to the ground, so I have no
Took us, what, a
idea.
day and a half to get to the Holland Wall.
How about that?
So, Hawks, best educated guess, day and a half,
I thought I
maybe
mentioned I fought
two
for
and a
the
half
kingdoms.
tops.
You did. Yes.
So yeah, New Zephys was no the Empire.
You fought for the Empire,
New
yes.
Zephys was it wasn't New Zephys at the time, but it
Go
was a
and buy your
target.
map.
Yeah. I was going to say,
Day
yeah.
and a half, two and a half
I'm pretty
tops.
sure I said it was anyway.
Yeah, it was about 3 days, 2-3 days.
I will check my notes while you guys continue.
That also depends if they need to like stop anywhere, right?
I mean, the way we're going, we're not even going to get past lunch today, so.
No, we will.
We will. I'm
Like
moving
at
it
the very
forward.
end of the session.
I'm moving it forward right now.
Because there's still brunch to cover, alright?
It's 2.5
Second
days,
breakfast.
so you'll be pretty much getting
Elevensies.
there at the end of
Elevensies.
the current day. As you left
So, as I said, Hawk's the best educated guest.
about a day.
Probably one of the most educated guests
Today
around here.
is it, and then we'll rock up there.
Yeah, should do. But I mean, you can ask them.
They had
But yeah,
someone driving overnight.
while you guys were sleeping.
Yeah, oh, what I've noticed, they rotate in there.
Not really,
No?
because oh yeah, these were too noisy. The driver. These were too noisy.
Yeah. That's the way I was giving you that one.
God!
Is
Or that one.
yeah, Treble the driver. He has a little room up near the front, so you wouldn't even notice when he's not driving.
Oh, well, it's pretty good at it.
No, like he does switch to one of the others, but you only see them walk around. You don't ever see him unless
Ah,
you're
okay,
on the
yeah,
front.
Fire again will get up and her plate's like now half eaten and she's like, I'm gonna go see if they need any help scouting. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do, and she like takes numbers with her and just goes off
I
and
mean,
finds someone.
they're on a road. What are they going to need scouted?
Well, there's dangers even while they're traveling, isn't there?
We're heading towards the capital. I'm pretty sure this road, at
She's
least
like
our
around the
point,
corner.
would probably be well patrolled.
Just
Marcus, I really just want to go scout something, okay? Thank you, bye! And then she like walks off.
calling out like, have fun.
I will!
You can tell that they're a bit wound up. Why do you press even further?
With what?
They're wound up! No, sorry.
Surely.
I mean, they seem to have, some. They were looking at both of you and then maintaining eye contact and trying to cover up that they were looking at people with eye contact. That's all I get.
Well, I guess
You follow
you
me,
left. But I guess you'll not get any answers here right now.
I guess not.
I'm gonna go help in the kitchens for a bit.
I'm gonna go read a book and nap, I guess.
Have fun.
I'll try not to die.
Paper cuts are brutal.
Was that?
There's a library on the character.
There is a small library here, like the dining, well, not the dining room, the study sort of thing. It's just got a few couple of shelves
She's
there.
actually gonna go up there.
Okay.
Oh, that's where I've got to go read. Sneaky. I'm helping in the kitchens.
Yep. So where do you like? So you went to follow fire, yes.
You'll notice straight away that she's not heading to anywhere where any of the other scouts are. She's going straight upstairs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Follow.
I am going to, because I'm going to try and catch them probably. After the discussion last night and seeing that at the tables.
Yep.
As soon as she's in the library, is there like a window in the library? Like a little nook where people can just like sit in like a window area and read? Or is it just like a desk or...
There's a desk and an armchair, a few smaller benches around. It's where when you first met Adeline, where he was sitting and introducing you. Yes. There's a couple of little chairs that they can sit on, but not a window.
Is there any books that she can see or know of about dragons or skin taker culture or anything like that?
Don't find anything on the skin takers, but you do find something about dragons.
Okay.
Different studies on different species and different regions and stuff.
She'll go to the desk and just pop that down and just start flicking through it.
Yeah.
She's looking for anything to do with copper dragons or copper dragons that are within the same family of a different type of dragon to get more
Yeah.
answers if possible.
Cool. And you follow Paul?
Yes. Sorry, I'm just trying to
Fire notice any sort of like loose scales on nubbins? Is that a thing that happens when they're shedding scales and renewing them? Or
They shed the skin.
Sheds a whole skin. Oh my god.
that would be cool.
Oh my god, you just wake up one day to Nubbins like nibbling at his arms like how geckos do it and just ripping skin off his arms.
No.
I'm pretty sure
Yes.
they
Nubbins,
shed
yes.
scales, because that's how they
I'm
make
pretty sure, yeah.
the dragon scale armor or something they collect.
So if she notices a loose one, she's just gonna like wiggle it free and just start collecting them in a little pouch.
And at some point you'll hear the step clock as I hobble in.
To the library?
I was gonna go read.
Hawk would get there first.
Yeah, Hawk gets there first, but Hawk's probably a lot quieter than Margaret, who doesn't even realise he needs to sneak.
So I find you in the library, studying whatever it is. Well, that was a little bit awkward, wasn't it?
I don't know what you're talking about. She doesn't even look at you, she's just reading this book. I think that went well.
I'm gonna make a suggestion.
In regards to
Something.
I guess. You've been helpful so far.
I think we should just complain.
Okay. You see her just like flip the page.
Oh god.
And remind me,
I think you'll find she'll be more accepting than you think.
she kind of like slams her hand down a bit. If you heard what she said last night, you'd understand why I hesitate.
That's fair enough.
I can't just come out about it. I've got 2 other people to consider as well.
the longer it goes on, the harder it's going to be to say anything.
I know.
I'm aware.
Exactly my point.
Just mentioning that because it seems like the sort of thing that Hawk would say.
Yeah, I was getting there.
Yes.
I was getting there.
Why are we whispering?
What's long and hard?
You come on, Oh no.
I said his leg!
Okay. Nice.
Which one?
Middle leg.
The fucked
That's
one.
just the sermon of David.
And how would you suppose I just tell her? Without just telling her. Because that's a terrible idea.
Why not sit down with her like we did last night?
She just like flips through a few more pages. It seems like you said something that got through to her, but she's kind of resisting it at this point.
Can it be a friendly face there? More than willing.
No, but because then what if I tell her and she found out that you knew before she knew? Would that not just hurt her further?
That's possible, but at least you'll have a friend there still.
You
It will more than
consider
likely
me
be
a
a shock.
friend.
I consider all of you a friend.
That is
Please, I want
comforting.
Margaret to have heard that.
That is comforting. Yeah, when do you walk in?
When do you guys want me to walk in?
No, when do you walk in?
I like to think now you start to hear him approaching the door.
Is that a problem or is that Margaret?
Step clock.
Margaret. At the same time, just Margaret.
Just think on what I've said, and you'll know if you need me, I'm there.
What's
Thank you.
going on with needed? Is it girl talk? Am I interrupting something again? I seem to be doing that a lot today.
Always.
You're not interrupting, but yes, it's skeletal. And I just walk out.
Fire looks at you awkwardly like, what's girl talk? Yes! Girl talk.
Well, I'll just grab a book and sit quietly in a corner then.
I think we're good. You can come in. And she looks at the horse like, right, you can come in, right.
He's already started walking in.
Okay. Fire's just at the desk with a book, talking with Hawk.
Oh, what are you
Nubbins
reading?
is dragon book.
Oh. Neat.
I need to learn more about Nubbins before he grows up too big and I stuff it up somehow. Excuse me, did you ask to put your hand in that hole? I didn't think so.
It was the mouse.
Since
Sorry, Daryl. I look over, he's just like this.
This is
Is
my
it sad that the first thing I was gonna say was you didn't even warm it up first?
Spit on it.
I mean, what
And proficient in it.
are you necessarily looking up for with dragons? Can he change form? Do you know that much?
She's like talking to you, but like half paying attention. He can't change forms, but he seems to be rare.
From what I hear, the ones that have the color of greed, so you know any precious metal, they can change form.
What was that about metal in form?
Well, he's bronze scaled. Bronze is technically a precious metal.
Well, he's copper, not bronze. You can tell because they've got the blue flecks.
He flicks his hood up a little bit to shield it from direct light. It's like, oh, you're right.
Is that Dan you
But yeah, to my understanding, those with greed-colored scales can change into a humanoid form, like you know, an elf.
She like grabs Nubbins by the face and she's like, "Can you change form? Talk to me."
Sorry for interrupting.
That's alright.
Did you remove the higher bit ones for the redeeming of
Like emotes and like all the advantages and stuff.
the advantages in it? Because they were only there for one shot.
They're still
You
there.
should be able to do that from the laptop.
Running that one
Remove
down.
them now.
Crystal decanter is the
Ooh, that's so cool.
K in the crystal and DEKANTER.
Exotic dancer called Crystal Decanter. She's also a mage.
Or an alchemist or an artificer.
Thank you.
I was thinking
I'll
of
make use
exotic
of that
dancer mage, but yeah.
What do you mean?
But
So if you scroll further down, there were ones that had like advantages and stuff. So like inspiration, choice, and advantage rolls and stuff.
I've taken them off.
Yeah, just delete those because they're only there for the one shot. We need to work out as a group what we're going to have as the higher ones for.
I think that's through OBS, not through this.
No, I added them through the
okay.
I added them on there through the laptop while we were playing, so you should be able to remove them.
In wet content settings.
Viewer rewards or something.
Yeah. There they go. Beep, beep, channel points.
Rewards.
Beep, 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 beep.
Maybe in the
Platinum
rewards.
pieces.
Yeah, that's without channel points.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Am I binning them?
Can you just disable them?
Disabling them.
Yeah, just disable them for now.
Distable them. There you go.
Disabled.
Yeah, no, I don't think he can change form. At least not right now. I don't think he's old enough.
he might be able to when he's older.
Do you think he'll stay even when he's older?
Well, you two do seem to have a connection, so maybe. As long as you treat him right.
Gone, just like that.
Connections can still be severed.
I mean, if you treat them right, why would they want to leave?
Yeah, you're right. She kind of just like flops into the chair and it's just like rubbing her eyes and she just looks really, really tired and exhausted.
I mean, you treat something right, it wants to stay. You try to force it to stay, it's probably going to want to leave.
That was very inspiring.
But do you call it a him or a
Dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a him dragon.
If he does leave, I imagine it would leave on his choice.
I mean, unless it's one of those, you know, flies off, gets a mate, comes back.
As long as he comes back and he's not stealing, you know, stock and stuff. I don't mind if he wants to go do his own thing. I don't want him to like leave for forever. You know, I'm not gonna force him to leave.
You have to be ready to let things go, because it happens.
I've already had to do that. I don't really want to do it with this one. Like her eyes have like the weird shift for a hot second. Just like the expression just like darkens and then it like lightens up again. But for now, I'm not gonna worry.
Yeah, we should bond over trauma later over some alcohol.
Sure.
I can tell you of all the friends I've buried.
You're gonna have to get me pretty drunk to do that.
Well, you tell me about your loss. Maybe we'll ease into it.
She like flashes a look at Hawk and looks back at you. One sip at a time.
Okay.
I'm not giving you any of my wine.
So
You
don't
don't-
whine about it.
You don't think I couldn't rustle up my own, although I might be trying until we hit town.
Do I find anything of particular interest in these dragon books about copper dragons that she didn't already find out from the
Roll an investigation.
Okie dokie. So, no,
Yeah, with advantage.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Roll good.
Copper.
Is that a 1 again?
No, that's a 5.
Yeah, copper.
And that's a 15. Which makes it an 18 investigation total. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I thought that was a Minecraft bee for a second. It looked like a Minecraft bee. And I was like, oh.
Oh!
My goodness.
Headphone warning.
It's a little late after the fact.
I didn't know it was going to happen before.
Headphone warning for the future.
I'm a walking headphone warning.
Is the
You know, that'd be a really cool.
We're gonna have to put a disclaimer at the start of every episode. Headphone users beware of seagull.
That'd be a really cool like band name or shirt design though. Walking headphone warning. WHW.
And get a picture of one of those cartoon self-addressed fucking
At the very least, it'd make a fantastic album name.
God damn.
I got myself. It sounds like a really sad dog.
It is a sad dog.
After they've gone through a run and they just come in and walk down.
How old was the one that works in the kitchens? The girl?
Well, Celine moves fast.
She's got a shorter lifespan. She needs to.
What race again?
Maybe 30. Human. They're all human.
Oh my gosh, the look of disdain!
Human.
They're all
You gonna dress him up as Hawk?
No. Don't.
You just gonna be sorry.
Don't.
I'm sorry.
Human.
It wouldn't take long to like clean up after breakfast and get a couple of things prepared. So there would be just chats going on.
Yeah.
While
So what's
this-
it like being a lesser species?
So no, there's none of that racism going on.
Go on.
She would get them talking about themselves, and
What's
someone
it like
with
being permanent lower class?
someone with high charisma can do that fairly easily.
Yeah.
Because people want to talk about themselves.
It's very good advice, fact.
So just a couple of prods and to find out what's important to her and getting more comfortable just
So, what do you do for a living?
So, like getting comfortable with like humans
Yeah.
themselves.
yeah.
Yeah.
You said you were gonna work on that over breakfast, so.
It's pretty typical. Like, she does actually respond with, I don't really talk about myself much while I'm working. I'm just here to help. You do find out she talks about her family. Her grandmother also served Avalon.
Wow.
And she sort of inherited her duties, which is like, very kind of proud family, but we pay our debts. Yeah. Other than that, it's just things she likes. She likes to read and stuff like that.
It just makes me wonder how old Avalon actually is.
So reading up on copper dragons,
Yes.
you do read that so some hand scroll notes
is
in
the
book,
dragon Margaret dated?
and it seems like most copper dragons like telling jokes. They're pranksters.
Anyway,
They love riddles.
chainsaw voices looking at this.
You are going to have fun with that when
Do
you
they
grow
give
up.
any examples of riddles in the book?
They'll give a couple of
Okay, good.
examples. Yeah.
Because she'll just jot them down.
Yep.
I'll think of a few
And-
later, maybe.
It basically says they can become quite dour when talking about their hoard or money in general. So best to avoid the subject. Or, if at best, entertain them with a joke or a riddle.
Okay. When she reads up about the hoard stuff, she's gonna turn to Nubbins and be like, "Oh my goodness, Nubbins, you haven't even started your own hoard. What do you want to hoard? Your own
Bodies.
scales? Do you want to hoard coin? Do you want to hoard feathers, leaves?
He responds
Rocks.
with skulls.
I imagine it just
Well, the skull
stares at
throne.
you with that, like, just excitable look in its face, like, well, I'm glad we're having this conversation, but it has no input. Just like a dog when it's like, this is great that we're communicating, but it doesn't really know what's going on.
I'll hold out a gold piece and see if it doesn't open.
No, I'm assuming he wouldn't. I'm assuming at this
Not
point he's just
without-
like, whoa.
Basically not without Fire's okay or say so. He's just focused on whatever she's doing.
Opens
Just a
mouth,
pig.
still has your purse in.
Oh my god, I forgot he did! She's like, her purse is still in his mouth from the dragonkin.
I like to think it's just like in like a pouch in his mouth or something. and
Yeah,
he
like
just
chipmunking it.
You say hoard and he's like, oh, and
Yeah, she like grabs the chicken and is like, chink, chink, chink. Oh shit. That's gonna be sodden. You keep
Very
that for
wet.
now. You know what? Your inheritance.
actually doesn't he spit acid?
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
going to start
but
to
I feel
dissolve.
like he's got like acid glands that would have to come from.
Yeah.
It wouldn't just be acidic.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say it would be able to control it.
Not
yeah.
like a black dragon. Well, black dragons can't control it, but I
Don't
think
forget,
it's
it did age up a little bit, so it's not a baby.
No, it's
just
like
young.
it's like an itchy teenager.
Shiny pebbles.
When it
Tiny
starts spitting
pebbles!
acid everywhere for the sake of it, then you know it's in its edgy teenager.
I feel like it's one of those situations
Oh
in
my
the game.
god, imagine if he starts putting little bits of acid on people's chairs just because he thinks it's funny.
They do like to joke.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they are prankster.
Just dissolves the leg a little bit so when they sit on it, it collapses.
breaks.
Oh no. What have I
Stressing.
done?
All of them.
Fire now has like one of those little side quest unlocked things happening in her brain. She's gonna find anything and everything and just keep showing it to him going, this one, until
Wait
he
till
goes,
something sticks.
wait until he like looks genuinely like, oh, I want to hoard that. Like she's now
Yeah.
actively trying to help him with
Yeah.
that. Because she realizes she's
Pebbles.
buttons would be really cute, but could you imagine him like nipping the pebbles off of people's like outfits and stuff? The buttons, not the pebbles,
Taking
sorry.
buttons.
Yeah,
People.
just like he goes up to someone and is just like,
prosthetic limbs.
He
Because
gets-
once again, prankster.
He gets really, really good at getting them snagged on his teeth as he tries to get attention from people as a way of making
Oh
it like
no!
an
What was that? Are we talking about buttons still or prosthetic limbs?
accident. Buttons.
oh, both, but no,
I'm gonna need that guy's leg.
oh no.
Turns into Rocket Raccoon.
And that guy's eyeball.
No, I only just needed these two things. Was it funny? Did you see him hopping around? Anyway,
So
what's
she's-
everyone else doing?
We're gonna have that on the brain.
Go on a tangent.
I was helping.
Yeah, so just doing a bit of research or something.
And I'm there
What's
too.
Margaret been doing this whole time since breakfast, or is she still chilling in that room? Just
He would have helped just to gather up the plates and stuff, and then he would have gone and sat on the roof again.
yeah, sort of keep watching.
Yes.
Not really doing much. Probably nothing like that needs to be role played. Really.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So unless there's anything else that we want to do, the day moves pretty steadily.
We made it past breakfast!
Woo!
It only took an hour
Um,
and 15 minutes.
That's good breakfast time, alright?
Watching from up on top of the carriage, you do notice a few more, like less carriages and things going past you. It's more going the same sort of direction. See a couple of buggies speed past. A couple of slightly faster carriages that obviously not as massive as this one overtake you guys, but otherwise it's pretty uneventful.
Yes.
I assume all horse drawn as well.
The carriages are pretty much all drawn, yeah.
Doesn't have a good
Though you do see
business.
an unusual one pulled by a pair of griffins.
Cool. Sorry.
Griffin.
Just choking all day. Sorry.
But yeah. Day goes by. Lunch goes by.
Yay!
and it's late afternoon, or it's actually probably mid-afternoon, when you spot, as you leave the canyon far behind, you start going traveling across the plains, you change direction, head south a little bit, start sort of curving around, and that's when you see off to, well, now you're sort of heading a sort of southerly direction to the northeast, you see the capital in the distance. Big city, huge.
Real big.
High walled with a massive castle sitting up above, towering above the rest of the city.
Is it almost like fortressy? Like it's got like bigger walls and bigger towers and stuff, and it looks like built.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's huge. It's old school, big.
Did you just
So
do
kind of
like,
like
the
you're coming up
bodybuilder
on-
when you said built?
The Imperial
built.
City in Oblivion, except really chunky.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Because they've got the big tower in
A
the
long
middle.
time to play Oblivion. Yeah, pretty much.
The air traffic coming in.
You do see, if you look out the windows and stuff, you do see the occasional airship heading around.
When we get closer,
More frequently, the closer you get.
when we get closer, Fire's gonna like hop up on the roof and just be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, is this where you've been all day?" She's munching on like mustache. It's dead.
So is it just planes or is there like farmland?
Yeah.
There is
Quite
a bit of both.
relaxing.
A lot of plains, there is
She
farmland.
offers you some
stuff
snacks.
going
It's
on.
like
Occasional small
nuts and
farm
fruit and like a couple of bits of like dried meat
occasional
and
stuff,
stuff.
small like woodlands and things, but mostly plains.
I thought you said there were airships.
I haven't heard you. In character. Your character is going to get hurt now. You sort of circle around south a bit and then head back up towards the thing. And that's when Trevor comes through. He's like, I'm about to start my shift. We're about to approach the city if anybody wants to watch. I don't know if you've all been to Zephys before.
Fire's up on the roof with Malcolm.
I probably told you three.
I mean, it'll be nice to fulfill my 100-year mission and finally burn it to the ground.
He just laughs. Good luck with that.
I would say I'd been to the capital.
You probably would have when you were younger.
Tagged along delivery of
Yeah.
clothes.
Like, this is a big event, we're taking you in as, show you the big city. So you just remember everything being massive and fancy. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Aspire to use Zephys?
Probably not the capital, though.
No, okay.
You probably skirted the Empire, but not gone into the capital.
Way.
Oh, a secret. Yeah, I'll jump up on the on the roof with Malcolm.
I've been
and she's
trying
just-
to remember all of that for the last 15 minutes. So.
But yeah, does anyone go sit up the front? as
Yeah,
well,
I'll
or
sit
you-
up
Yeah,
with
I'll
them.
go sit up there.
And then realise it's sunny and then be like, you know what, I'm heading back inside.
It's not that sunny.
It's not that sunny. There's enough sunlight sort of breaking through the clouds that you can see, but it's still overcast.
Oh, I'm not going to go sit up the front. I'll sit on the steps out the back, watching the carriages
Yeah. I
behind.
was going to say, you're probably the only one who's been there more recently.
fairly regularly and stuff on business and shit.
Yeah.
I've never been there,
I
but I've
wouldn't say
seen her on
regularly,
tag
but you've been there
lines.
recently. Yeah.
I read
So
that.
as you approach from the southern direction, New Zephys itself is on a raised, not quite as extreme as Avia, but it is raised up off the ground and then built up solid walls. But there is a plateau that comes off from the east and connects to where the city is. From the city, you see, from the direction you're headed, two large, like causeways spilling out from gates, winding down to the roads that you were travelling on. There's one directly ahead of you. You can see wagons and things up on the plateau heading to another one, and then there's one to the west side of the city as well. Beyond the first walled ring of the city is a second slightly taller one. Beyond that is a third slightly taller one. Beyond that, towards the centre, maybe back a little bit, is massive, sprawling castle spires and things.
So it's the
Think-
city of Gondor?
And there's
No.
a big tree.
No, not to that extreme. It's not like stupidly tall like that, but it is. There's a big castle in the middle. And the The castle's more like Castle Dracula from. You just want Margaret to have like all the
Terrible
trouble today,
time.
don't you?
I've been bored out of my gourd for like the past 48 hours.
Tell you, I'm not good at riddles, so this is gonna take me a while.
It's the only one that I remember the whole thing of because I read it in that stupid Dragonology book from high school.
I should know this. I read that back to front. No. Oh no.
I mean, I can tell
Hi,
you the
Kiwi.
answer.
So
Hey.
the castle is more like the one from Castlevania, big, tall, spired structure.
Pretty.
But it's white and grey stone, not black.
So, Castle Gondor.
It's not in the Castle. The plateau from the side only goes to the first, below the first ring. It doesn't go as high as the thing.
So it wants to be City of Gondor.
I just had Alicia send me this.
Oh, Margaret is gonna get it so bad. Someone's gonna get hurt real bad. It's probably gonna be Margaret.
Yeah.
And then me in the parking lot.
Fire's gonna look at none of them as well. Have you been?
We'll start on this side of the table. It's the rough sketch I drew while you guys were all playing.
just now.
Yeah?
No, like when we started.
Yes,
Yeah, so just now?
Yeah,
Yeah, tonight, yeah.
Holy shit.
Would Malcolm have been here before?
Once. Probably the same as like probably when you were younger or just coming into the thing. Last round.
I mean, I might have technically been this far more than 100 years ago,
But
but
I
I was on the
deserved it.
ground.
No,
Are you bleeding?
No, I just heard. I deserve that. Being an asshole.
Castle Dracula!
Guzzle Dracula? What?
Obviously
Castle
the
Dracula!
Oh!
the proportions aren't right, but that gives you an idea of the layout of the city. I will draw a better one that I'll
It's
actually...
very dark crystally as well.
Yeah,
I
a
like
little bit.
that.
I will draw a better one and I'll
Crystal.
post it into the Discord group.
Do you want to see if Dobby can figure it out?
No one will figure it out. Explain. No one will figure it out. Does Malcolm give Fire this riddle to figure out?
You know
Or is this
what?
just for
Yes.
me?
That's just for you.
Shit.
Because you said you were going to collect more. Like, I can give you the answer, but you said you were going to collect more, so I thought, oh, I actually know a riddle. I can throw that at you.
How
gonna
far
think
behind
about-
is my phone? Goddamn.
Pretty
All
far
the
behind.
distance.
That's pretty far behind too.
So,
I don't even know if that shows.
Oh,
You
yeah.
need to go
Yeah,
left
there it
and
is.
left and left and left a bit
It's
more.
on there. It was good enough.
Close enough is
Anyway.
good enough.
I don't reckon that was good enough.
Oh, fucking here. You do it.
as you approach,
I will make the offhanded comment that I think I was here about 100 years ago. Underground, obviously.
Yeah, that should be good enough.
as
Yeah,
you
that's pretty
approach the winding path, it looks winding, but it's only because it does sway with the ground. It's a wide stone arch with a path on top. Towards the top, you see large circular gates in the wall.
Are they giant
Before
hobbit
that-
doors?
Hey?
Are they like giant hobbit doors without the doors?
Kind of, yeah. The path itself looks like, in the current light, it looks like it's been painted multiple colours. It looks like a nebula. Purples, blues, greens and stuff. That's sort of flowing through it. And the occasional sparkle. At the top of the path, there are dozens carriages, wagons, buggies, all sort of lined up at the gates. And the gate itself is half open, and it actually leaves this crescent moon shape as it's open in the centre.
Oh my gosh.
Close.
Shit, I didn't
As
get my
you
power up.
actually, as the bullets pull you onto the path itself, Trevor actually leads across and goes, so this is what's known as one of the star paths. This is the southern star path, obviously, because we're coming from the south. It's pretty straightforward. And up there is the one of the moon doors. It's one at each gate. But it looks like there's a bit of a lane, so this might take a little bit.
Fire's still up with
Yeah.
whatever I'm saying.
As you're moving, the sun, like the clouds move enough for the sunlight to come through, and you actually see as it hits the path, it sparkles. It's almost like
Twilight
heaps of
vampires.
little things reflecting the light to make it look like a star field. As you That's creepy.
Margaret's gonna
And then
cover his eyes and go
Shadow just
inside.
sort of pass across again.
Does it react to like a physical contact of carriage that like under the
Roll an Arcana.
22.
22. It does seem to shift ever so slightly, but it then seems to solidify as pass over. Like it just stops enough for you to move across. Before long, you pull up the back of the line, finds a spot amongst all the things, and the carriage stops.
The whole grandeur of it didn't keep me as interested as when I was a child, and
Yeah.
and I was like, yeah, thanks for bringing me up here. I'm gonna go back in until you get to the front of the line.
It's like, yeah, there's not usually this many people.
Maybe it's immigration. Did somewhere burn down recently?
Did you burn
Maybe.
something down?
I yelled from just behind the door. Take up right. Margaret,
He leans
take up
across
right.
and pulls down things. He's like, boss, we're here. The line is longer than normal. Just a few seconds and your voice is like, understood. Tell the others to get the break while they can. Might be here a while.
Have you been here before?
Only once.
I don't think I have. Is it as grand as they say that it is?
Was the traffic one?
Depends on your definition of grand.
More people are.
I've been told I'm easy to
So
please.
it's not long before you're in
Celine.
a line.
Shut up!
Do you have a piece of fabric that I can use as a blindfold?
To completely block your vision, or?
I mean, I'll still be able to see, kind of, but not the way you think.
I go for my back.
It's so I don't have to keep
And give it what?
squinting
Is
as
it violent?
the eye.
Go
Uh,
back and forth.
Just leaving?
Quickly,
Just are we gonna see
come by the room quickly. Sorry, the room I was sleeping in.
If you
It's not
got
really
crap,
my room.
You'll see me be like, come on.
And in my room, I've got my parachute bag.
Sail bag.
It's a sail bag.
Yeah.
It's
Parabag.
a Parabag. It's
The
saddlebag.
saddlebag.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that.
Or an airbag, quite literally.
I pull out some of the leftover material from the deep pockets, and I literally just grab a claw and go and trim it a little bit, and I give you a strip that you can tie around.
So yeah,
That'd be like a heavy canvas, wouldn't it?
No, it would be linen type.
I blindfold myself.
From a linen.
God damn it!
And then
I
at that
hate
point,
you.
if you're paying attention, you notice Margaret stays within 10 feet of you.
In the common area again.
Well, uncannily 10 feet away from you, wherever you move.
Start running towards walls.
He cannot. Well, you're fairly certain he cannot see a thing, but he is staying exactly 10 feet from you.
Ominous.
I don't say anything about it. And do something else to pass some time.
Trevor, as you're going past around, is like, you haven't been paid yet. Don't you want to finish the job?
I'll meet you inside.
Don't know if that's how that works, but okay.
So we see Hawk leaving because we're on top.
Probably.
We
Yeah.
see you just pissing off.
You wouldn't see it, yeah.
Looks like only 2 of us are getting paid!
Yes. She like hangs her head and I'll be back. She like how tall is the caravan? I don't wanna...
It's very
Do you
tall.
like your shit?
It's like between 2 and 3 stories tall, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is there a ladder on the side?
You not exactly, but you could find a way to come down and look at this.
Acrobatics.
Yeah, I'll do that.
That would be Athletics,
Acrobatics,
actually.
Oh yes, if you're climbing.
I won't do that.
athletics.
No, you know what? I'll try it. I'll be bold.
You know who can do that? Oh, you also notice
Not
that no
now,
matter
dude.
where you move, he doesn't bump into
16.
things
She's got no
as
flies
he's
for it.
following.
16?
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine. That is
She does.
Sort of scrambly way down.
She
It's
kind
not
of probably
the
like
one
at one
that
point
if
just
he
like slips and is like,
Can
ah,
actually
shit,
see
and then
through
just,
the canvas.
yeah, you see her climb down. It's not her best work, but she does.
I seen better.
Hawk! She's like trying to run and catch up. What are you doing?
I'm gonna go see what the hold up is.
Did you hear someone
The
yell
rest of the
Hawk's name?
caravans.
Yep.
Are you
Must be
expecting to
hearing
do something
things.
else? You do expect it to be something else.
What I know is not normal. For it to be this bad.
Roll a insight.
Oop. That's not great. That's only an 8.
I guess you guys really ate it, huh?
Ah,
Sorry.
maybe they really ate you.
Oh, last time you came here, like the most recent day you came here, would have come on horseback or something, so you got through fine, but you don't recall the line this long, but that was a while, that was a few years ago.
Oh, still think it's out of the ordinary. So.
So what do you think it is? Plague? Do you think someone robbed someone? Did something burn down? She's like following you and just like plotting conspiracy theories now.
Assassination attempt on the king.
I didn't think of that one. That's cool. No, it's not good. That's
How
not good.
good?
But
Will follow, but not not the same way that fire went. He'll like actually go down.
the
Through
smart
through the
way.
caravan.
Did Malgrim just pass us?
Did your path go through the common area?
It would have to,
Probably
wouldn't
would,
it?
yeah.
I mean, the common area would be off the main path.
But would you see? No. Is there a stealthy way?
Are you stealthing?
Are you actively trying to hide?
Aren't you always
No.
stealthing? I was like, just
No.
stealth.
Then yeah, I asked, did
Um,
Malgrim just pass us?
Even if he was, it wouldn't matter. That was a 3.
I
You
still
see,
put
like,
about
the
a
whisper
10
of
though,
the
right?
Yeah, that's about 10. Yeah.
Did Malgrim just pass us? I thought I sensed him.
I saw them, yes.
Ah, he's still blindfolded.
Marco's like, I sense them, and Celine's like, yep.
He's just numing through, but you can't really hear his footsteps because.
Malgrim! Good boy, where are you going?
So out
I'll
of
be back in a
all
second.
conspiracies, which one's your favourite? Which one do you hope
Do,
it is?
do we follow?
I cannot be
Oh, I
bothered
definitely hope
right
it's not
now
the
unless
assassination.
That would be
you
bad.
think they're in danger.
But it's not plague either. I don't think things sick.
Professionally, I'm pretty sure
Plague's easy to get
they're
rid
all
of.
weaker than infants. You included, no offense, but I could bench you.
I mean,
So we
Margaret
probably
would rather
should
not get into
go.
trouble at the moment.
How you doing
so.
over there? Having fun?
Malgrim's just being nosy.
Professionally, I think that if they get into trouble, they will probably get themselves hurt.
I literally dropped something when I did that, so
Literally.
we're fine. Yeah,
Well,
I'll
I'll
just
leave it up to your judgment. I'm blind
I
right
mean, I don't think any of us are going to antagonize the guards or anything. So.
speak for yourself.
Oh no. The shitty weather.
That's right. It's apparently all good. Yeah,
It's
so
a bit of a walk.
like 10, 20 minutes.
I mean, we're still probably moving faster than the characters are.
Yeah, they're barely moving.
No, that's what I mean. Like,
But yeah, it's a longer path. It's very steady incline.
In saying that, do we hear any weird conversations as we're passing through? Like, I know we're talking, but we're always.
Not particularly. Most people.
How am I gonna sell my cabbages now?
Yeah,
My cabbages!
It's some of it's pretty basic stuff. A lot of it.
Why are we
You
like
hear
this?
voices like muffled from inside caravans and things, but not anything like clear enough to sort of make you out
Oh, okay.
without actively going into nosy.
Okay.
is there...
As we get closer to the gate, Malgrim will be active.
Are there guards going up and down the line at all?
Not until you get like 3/4 of the way up. You see a couple of guards in the armor of the local militia, local security sort of thing.
What were they?
Local militia. Other red champions.
It's when you get about 3/4 up that you hear something flying overhead. So aside from the airships, which are steadily moving in towards the center of the city, you catch the sounds like moving quite quickly overhead.
Like a mechanical movement, or like a natural. God, that scared the shit out of me. Stop that.
It's a member of the Order.
No, it's a rocket.
Jet armor
Is
with
that the
jetpacks
bitch from
flying
that
overhead.
fucking aircraft?
The what?
The bitch from the aircraft when we crashed.
It's too high up for you to see.
Also, probably moving too quick to actually get.
Yeah, and just
It's
pretty quick.
a little weird now. Is it like this?
then they headed towards the back of the line,
Oh.
like across the path down the direction.
Little literal backup.
It says you get about 3/4 of the way through towards the front. You start seeing more of the security, the military soldiers, whatever you want to call them. They're not really soldiers. It's more like a security force
So the knight's flown from the capital
out towards the front line.
Does he keep going? Like it looks like he's heading towards the spine.
You stop and watch. No, he
I'll stop for a few seconds.
He drops down and lands towards the back of, like, down where you came from.
Right. Okay.
Did you just hear a rocket knight land?
What did you call it?
A rocket knight.
That sounds like a really cool band.
What are they called again? The
Ether Knights.
Ether Knights.
Or a member of the Order. Depending on what you
Like from the Order.
Hey, those bitches.
Ah, I remember now. The Shadow Society of
It's all clear.
things.
from?
right in the.
I thought I might have heard something.
Do we?
Did it
I've
land
heard something?
right there? Did
No, they've landed, like, back where you guys came from, like, back towards the back of the line.
Yeah, aren't we at the back of the line?
No, you're opening towards the front of the line.
No. These.
They're towards the
Oh,
front.
okay.
We're towards the. We're still in the carriage.
You're about. Oh, you stayed in the carriage?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it would have landed. Sounded like it landed nearby.
Should we check it out? I promise I won't try to murder them.
I'll take that. Yes.
They said don't try, but they didn't say anything about not succeeding.
Well,
Just from player to player, just
let's go then.
Lead on. I'm blind.
Haven't seen you walk into anything yet.
I have good natural senses. And he's just smiling under the blindfold.
You're covering your eyes as well.
Like blindfold.
his hands were acting as a blindfold.
Okay.
Yeah.
I quickly try and bring my hand up and click in front of your face.
Like if it goes anywhere near his face, he actually catches it.
Senses. Yes.
He's catching them hands.
I believe you. Okay, let's go.
Other guards.
And yeah, actually speaking
One
in
of
your
them-
head for a second was like, it's actually kind of like how I do this.
One of the security guards approach you guys to the front.
Yep.
He's like, what's your business?
I pull out the symbol of the order. Just looking to find out what's going on.
There's a lane.
It's not normally this bad.
Is that what they're calling it nowadays?
Well,
I thought they also called it a hold up.
there is. It's moving.
She high fives us.
And like as she says, he like gestures and the car goes, like moves like 2 feet.
Oh, aye, that's moving.
It's not normally this bad, no, but there's not normally this many people coming and going at once. So we're doing our best to keep it moving, but we still need to check everything and make sure everyone has all their papers in order. Everything is secure.
An influx of travelers.
Yes.
Any particular reason that might be?
It's not my place to say. I've not really heard much.
It's either you're not your place to say or you haven't heard much. It can't be both.
Oh, it can. I've heard different stories from different people, and not all of it matches up. and I'm not supposed to repeat what I heard.
Is your captain on the gate?
On one of the gates. Yes.
Then I will go and speak to him.
You'll have to get into the city first. Like, stops you, like stands in front because you'll have to have your papers and everything ready to have your pass to get in.
Do I have papers?
What do you mean by papers?
Like papers,
This is the first time I've heard of papers.
This
Is Margaret the
first
only one
time,
with
yeah.
papers?
Do I have papers?
You can acquire them. Do you all travel here on foot?
We came on a wagon. I've come to find out what's going on.
Then you should return to your wagon until it's time to enter the city, because we'll have to check everything. Then you'll need to apply for an entrance pass. If you don't already have one, then you'll fill out the papers and get you into the city.
Alright, a lot of knights here.
Why does anyone come here? I'm sure they have business inside. I don't know what the order has to do with anything.
Honor roll is on. Alright, go for it and stuff.
I'll help you with that because she's watching pretty closely.
Wait.
That's not great. That's 16.
16? He's pretty honest. It's just business as far as you know.
It seems pretty on the level. Now back to the two main characters.
And like you can tell he's trying to be polite, but he's like he's got a job to do, so he's like he kind of wants you guys to fall in line so he can just keep everything moving.
How long have you been working here?
Margaret is just standing there like, oh my god.
This is how we end up in a cell.
It's
I
like-
mean, technically it means we're in the city, but also...
Exactly my point.
I have been working here for a few years.
Cool.
Cool.
So I've been on the gate for
Have you ever seen a fair belt
one.
before?
Yes. Oh god. Not uncommon here in New Zephys.
Wait, they're not uncommon.
They're not super common.
Have you seen any pass through recently?
Yeah, so a couple this morning actually.
Zephys is a city of many races.
Yep. I think we should go back to the caravan, don't you, Hawk?
He's a Leonin, by the way.
Wonderful.
He's a Leninin.
A furry baby.
Nice
She
little
doesn't say
pressed uniform with obviously just like a breastplate visible under like his coat sort of thing, but otherwise like not very armored.
So
What
you
colour's
just
that?
started acting
Just
real.
yellowy orange, standard.
You just started acting real nervous, did you?
No, she's
No?
just like matter of fact, like we should probably get back.
Very well.
There's probably-
Apologies,
there's probably,
sister,
like, a
but
hint of
unfortunately
nervousness, but not because-
everyone must go through the same process, and unless people try to cut the line, that it is for everyone else.
Would Malcolm have already been prepared for that, considering the ship that he was supposed to have been on was supposed to go there anyway?
You. I'm trying to think what your instruction getting into the city would have been. You probably would have been just blend in
Yeah, what
to
would
get
I
into the
have
city.
been?
Because
Via
if you were
traffic?
going to get there via the airship, it's a much easier entry. Basically, you just get there, you answer the questions, and you go in. But because there's so many people coming in on wagon, you got to wait for the one in front of you.
Stupid bullshit.
It's not a particularly complex process, but with so many people, it's just taking longer.
I still think something.
Fire's now is the gate open and then he's just guarding? Like we can
It's
see in
actually,
the
you can see the
but-
gate. It's still about 300-400 feet away from you. Like it's pretty
Go
far
on.
away. There's still
Oh,
like
Make a dash. You know you want
But
to.
can we see like
so. The way that the gate opens is it does sort of open out into a crescent shape, and the whole thing would sort of open apart. But at the moment, it's only partially open to allow one thing into the time. That's why there's a ladder.
After a search.
It could be at least partially related to the backlog from the
Yeah.
board in the wall.
Yeah. She's gonna look at Hawk and be like, okay, well, I think we've got all the information we can. She's trying. You can tell that she's trying to act very calm and collected. We really should get back to our caravan.
And there's definitely not many people going, though, is there?
No. There is like a
It
lane
moves another 2 feet.
that allows. Yeah. There is like enough of a lane that would allow people to exit. You're probably going to see maybe 1 or 2 leaves the whole time you've been here.
Alright. We'll go back where we came from.
I'm purposely going
Put
to
that
leave
thing back where you
Hawk
came from.
back to where we
help me.
came.
Yeah.
But then what I want to do is I want to slip in between 2 of the caravans
Yep.
off to the other side. Is there another guard on the other side?
There's maybe half a dozen or so getting closer to the gate, just sort of spread out,
Okay.
chatting to people.
I want to try and find a
Yeah.
spot where there's no guards.
So you, go
Yeah.
back. Like
Yeah.
Crawl
A fair
under
pace.
all of the caravans.
you manage to find one that's not like horse-drawn with someone like sitting at the front.
Yeah.
So you find like a caravan or like a buggy or something. So there's not someone like, oh, what are these people doing here talking in front of my caravan? So you do
hello.
find like a spot. Yeah.
We can sneak onto a different caravan. Get in sooner.
That's what if they're checking them all.
I guess that could be a problem for some. And she looks very specifically at you, still knowing that Malgrim's with us, but she's looking very specifically at you. I guess that could be a problem for some. Haha.
Malgrim ain't gonna say shit. He's just gonna pretend like he's minding his own
But if I leave
business.
Nubbins with you guys, I'd be able to go on by myself a lot easier. He's a bit clumsy.
And what is other than thinking about
He does what I tell him. He knows I'm not going to do anything that stupid. Not all the time. He's just sitting there happily. He's just like looking and watching everyone talk.
He's just happy to be there.
He's involved and he loves it. I'm willing to try it, but if it fails, it means that I may not be able to get into the city at all.
So I'm just looking down the line, I'm looking up the line. Alright, go ahead.
You're gonna have to explain it to this one. I think they're okay. And then she like dips off and she's gonna like sneak onto one of the caravans that looks a little bit less formal and a little bit more like
As you are sort of walking back a little bit looking for a caravan, you spot another really big one.
oh, okay.
So not quite the same design as Avalon's, but a little bit taller, but like a miniature tower on the top. It's
Huh.
weird. Oddly out of place.
It's a wizard!
And it's long. And at the front is this massive creature just standing there, arms, front arms on the ground, shoulder
Holy
blades.
shit.
It's a horror!
Chains leading to a massive harness around it. Chains on his wrist connected to the harness.
Does she know what creature this is?
Roll a nature.
One of those things.
Fuck yeah.
It's a horror?
That's a dirty 20.
It's an Uberhulk!
Dirty 20. Looking at this thing, it gives you a very uneasy presence. It's not of this world.
Okay, cool.
But it's just standing there, just looking dead ahead. Just
And there's no driver, it's just.
it's connected to a caravan and it has a space there for where somebody could sit. And
But currently
there's
no
one
one's
there at the
there.
moment.
Okay, well, we've got time. I kind of want her to just, like, carefully scope out, like, if there's any windows or anything to look inside and just see someone that's in the caravan.
And looks
That-
like they
that
might have
particular
papers.
Yeah, yeah. Because I like the big boots.
Yeah. You do see someone leaning in the window, sort of looking back down the road.
Okay.
Um,
Are they by themselves?
by themselves, but they are sort of keeping watch. in that direction.
What race are they?
That one is a. I'm going to say that one's actually a canid. Very similar to that one. Different fur pattern, just more not a wolf or husky, but like greyish, plain fur patterns.
Do I see any, in that particular room, do I see any sort of clue as to what they're carting, or, like, is there books, is there storage containers?
Yes, it's a chaotic mess.
Right.
There's a bookshelf. You can't see a lot through the window without trying to get in the way where he's watching. There's books in the back, there's a couple of crates that you can sort of see, and a shelf, like bookshelf.
With a little bit of a careful scope without getting in that attention of the one in there, is there like an entrance that's a little bit easier that won't startle anyone?
It has its own second floor, and then it has like that weird little tower thing. If you climb up there, there might be a way in. I'll be like that.
Yeah, we'll give it a go. Give it a crack. Okay.
Roll athletics.
What
I'm
direction
gonna
is the
roll
wind blowing?
my special dice.
Yes.
your ass.
Shouldn't have rolled my special
Upwards,
dice.
like directly upwards.
It's
It's
an
weird.
8 for athletics.
It's a bit of a crosswind, side to side, because your brain's off the ground.
It's only an 8 for athletics.
8.
I ate the dirt, didn't I?
You did, yeah. You step up on one of the wheels to like get a bit of height and get up on the next floor, and you slip and slide off the wheel.
I don't startle anyone, do I?
You manage to sort of stop yourself from making too much noise, but
Is there like a different cart nearby or around that cart that looks rickety, like an old farmer's cart or something that looks a little bit less?
yes, there would be at least one.
Cool, I'm gonna go to that one instead. Something a little bit smaller.
Yep.
I got it. Just casually wandering up and pretending that I'm walking past it. Do I see anything of note? Like any
That
specific-
carriage?
Yeah.
That's literally just like a transport carriage.
Okay.
So there's all crates and things.
I didn't crate.
Front to back.
They have to check the crates, remember? They check everything.
Well, it depends on how lazy they're feeling. They might check 2 of the
What
10
she's trying to
crates.
do right now is scope out an opportunity for her to change into a form that she can get away with and fumble through. Are there many people on this carriage, or is it just like a driver?
You can only see the driver.
Then in Margaret, it'll be hilarious. Especially if it works.
And burn the place down.
As I thought. Walk up to the driver.
And stand all around.
But before she does, she's gonna, without making sure that no one is in direct view of it, by the way, she's gonna shift into her lizard folk form, Drex.
Okay.
Same blows on the ship.
Okay, the driver is a Minotaur. I say he's a Tauran.
Moo person.
He's a
That is also what furbolgs are.
Another moo
So yeah,
person.
so he's
You're not like that.
a little bit more
One
bovine
move
than
person to another move
Furbolg,
person.
yeah.
Traveler, might I bother you?
He looks like he's like half asleep. He's like, hello.
I need into the city. I have coin, but no papers. Might I join you? I will pay well.
Sure. It takes a little bit of time to sign the papers. You're looking to not get identified.
Not bad with being identified, just don't have papers.
Well, you try quicker. Don't want to foot.
Would
Not that I can
15,
see moving much.
would 15 gold suffice?
Please tell me he says move big much.
Yes. Yeah, that would suffice.
He just pulls out, like, just pulls out 15 gold and goes, we'll pay it now.
Thank you kindly.
And he
It's
just,
like moves.
he'll then just, like, carefully clamber up and sit next to him and just sit very, like, prim and proper. Tucks his tail to the side.
Pulls coins in.
What are you carrying?
Bodies.
But, like, Drex has got a very...
Please.
Drex has got a very, like, doesn't look sinister or anything. He's not trying to be threatening.
Yeah.
It's like a very, like, big, like, lizard,
Yeah.
like, curious eyes.
He,
and just
he,
like,
looks, he looks at you, and you get that impression, like, you see it a lot, especially when you're in that form. It's like, I don't know how to read you. So he's like, I'm just going to answer straight. He's just like, come from one of the farmlands. Grain, bodies, supplies.
Comes from the yourself.
He's a hickator.
I've been to a fountain for a while. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh! I put in chat. He sounds like a cowboy.
Oh yay!
What have I created?
You have done God's work!
Pun material.
I've
Been to a fountain for a while.
Well, I come from a small town, just off. So you're sort of facing from the south, just off to the east.
The other side of the ravine.
We
I got held up
east
for a
near the
while.
Dragon's Teeth. It's known as Fell. Small town. Not as small as some of the places these folk are from, but we're
Mentioned the teeth.
yeah.
I've been to many small towns.
I'm from there.
I like them better.
I believe it. We have to deal with this kind of traffic.
But Gray, in his head, is taking on the advice that Celine's given him before, because I'm sure you would have told him about the people like to talk about themselves or mentioned it half-heartedly somewhere. And so he's just going to keep prodding.
Yep.
How long have you been doing this for? And just going to keep like repeating questions until we get to the game, like just trying to fill
Yeah.
the time and make it less uncomfortable.
He talked about how many years he's been working the land.
All my life.
Yeah, family business. We deliver here, and
Yeah.
it's not usually this bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, some other people from his town. Like some of them are actually looking to move here, get a bit further away.
My move.
It's just not as much protection. Some of the towns in the mountains are getting a bit scared, so they're just looking for security.
When Drex breathes in, he's got like that slight like hissing rattle to his breath, like that doesn't sound good.
So it'll blow over. Always does. Easy, like it'll blow over. Seems very confident. Like this is just a thing that happens.
Every now and then.
Yeah,
we get
and he
bad.
just talks about the people on his farm.
How many
Sort of makes
carts
sense.
ahead did I choose, by the way, of Avalons?
Of Avalons.
Yeah.
Like 20.
Yes!
Quite a long line.
I'm gonna get in there so fast, guys. Cool.
But yeah. Meanwhile, you guys hanging around or you head back?
Heading back. Do
Ow.
we see the
Kick
night
your
doing
messages.
anything?
Nubbins is
What's that?
specifically.
Do I see the night doing anything?
I was gonna say, we're gonna have to jump back a bit.
Yeah.
Nubbins is specifically his fork.
Let's get back in time.
So Nubbins will follow you specifically, because she was able to like, that to his brain.
So we exit the wagon, the caravan, and
You don't need to exit the wagon because somebody knocks on the door.
Probably just as I'm reaching up. Fuck it! And I open the door. I grab the handle and be like, Avalon!
I would have probably called for Akron first.
I was gonna say Akron.
Yeah.
He's already like coming down from the stairs and sort of heads towards you. Because there's no need to shout right here.
I don't.
And then he just like
And then I'm just do that in front of my face. I can see I'm doing that. He has no idea that I can still see.
you need to move out of the way of the door so I can open it and greet our guest.
I accidentally step into the door and then just shuffle the other way.
Just like watches you like, okay. Yes, he opens the door and on the other side is standing a man in plate armor,
It's not orange, is it?
decorative green, with silver trim. Sort of almost a leaf-like pattern, not embroidered, like etched into one of the shoulder guards, and a knight's helmet pulled down over his face. But when the door opens, he removes his helmet, and you see that it is in fact an elf.
An elf?
An elf.
That's something I have.
What's an elf?
Just with his, long blonde hair,
non-elf.
half of it tied back.
Sorry.
Blindfolds down because it's been a while since I've sensed an elf.
He sort of looks down at Akron and says, "Well met, Akron. Is the master in?" He sort of hesitates as he sort of takes you to him in just a glance, and then says, "Ah, yes. I will go and retrieve him. He'll be excited to see that you're here." So he nods. He goes away. He goes, "Come in sit in the guest room. These are two of our guards at the moment. He sort of nods to each of you. Well met.
I start
It's like hovering over a pistol I don't have.
I start speaking in Old World.
In Ishtaran.
So,
Not this again.
what's an elf doing working for the Order?
Speaking powerful tongue.
He answers in common.
Oh.
I work for who I wish.
How long have you been working for them?
Perhaps before you start asking personal questions, dwarven friend, you should introduce yourself.
Yes, be civil.
Margaret's got to work on staying with the team and introducing himself. We're writing a list.
Funny that you mentioned staying with the team, isn't it?
Yeah.
Technically,
Margaret.
fire did. But direct
So yeah, you'd recognise the word Margaret because I'm still speaking in
Yeah.
Ishtaran. The line breaker. Did you not fight in the war?
He, still in common. It's like, well met, Margaret. I am Elifar Steelgrove, and yes, I did fight in the war.
And you worked for the Order.
Yes.
You know what they did to us, aye?
Yes.
And
It's
you
history.
worked for them.
Yes. I'm not sure what is so hard to understand about my answer.
I knew elves were weird. And I'm muttering this in common now. I knew elves were weird, but...
So you'd hear like weird mumbling because you can't say it, and then, yes. 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 I've grown beyond the prejudices of some of our brethren and work for a cause. Is that so hard to understand?
Underbelieve.
Underbelieve.
I must be fucking tired.
Underhill.
Is that so difficult to understand, Master Dwarf?
Cause is fine and all that, but... a part of the reason we buried friends for nothing.
War is the reason we bury friends for nothing, which has nothing to do with the Order.
And we were promised stuff that was never delivered.
This poor elf's just trying to do his job, and Margaret's
the
like,
order-
"Give me law."
The order was formed after the war, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yes, yes. It is unfortunate what happened to our brethren, and unfortunate that people died. These things happen in war. Things change. Not all of us hold grudges. Especially not to those undeserving who were formed after the War of Metal.
I mean, everyone who did us dirty would be dead by now, but that's only due to the graces of us living a while.
Yes, you keep reminding
I think
me.
Margaret needs a hug.
He leans down and sort of smiles at you. Says, perhaps this is a discussion for another time. I'm here to meet my father, as it were.
Excuse me. Who is your father?
And that's when Avalon comes down the stairs. He goes,
Daddy.
Father, good to see you. He goes, hello, Father. Well done. And he actually goes up and they do embrace, like, briefly.
Oh. Didn't know he was a daddy, huh? Sorry.
I knew he was a daddy, but...
Oh, no, whoa.
It's not that time, Daddy.
He's,
A daddy.
he goes to Avalon. He's like, what? Quite an unusual choice of bodyguard. It's something to be aware of. Because, of course, you know that the road can be dangerous. Sometimes I take what I can get. These ones have proven their worth. So trust your judgment as always.
I mean, you bullets would be giant food if it weren't for us.
Yes, on that note, I'll leave you to it, I guess, if you've got to catch up with your son.
Thank you. Where's the rest of your party?
I sense
don't
them
know.
leaving early.
Together. They're together.
They're probably causing trouble up the front, if I had to guess.
Don't start
I
on
mean,
daddies.
the rest of us are on our way back.
Why
so-
not?
I want to
Daddies
start
are
on
fun.
daddies.
Well,
Would you like me to try and retrieve them?
Skitter out of the room.
Every time you say that, I
You make
imagine
yourself
like that,
scarce.
that
Yeah.
like comic the bing boing sound that they do with the old cartoons, and then just like sliding on the floor and then running out. It's like skittering out. Sorry.
No.
It was on my mind and I wanted to share it.
I
I
just
walk
thought of,
out
like,
with my usual
walking
slinky
out on all
walk.
fours with the elbows out like this.
No.
Out of everyone, I'm probably
at
the
all.
most equipped to find them. Well, next to the good boy, but he's left as well.
I thought you could do that.
yeah, Eliphaz stands to you. That might be wise.
Aye. And I stand for a moment, kind of middle distancing.
He just watches patiently while you come to your
With a smug grin, please, with a smug grin.
No, well,
Oh.
just patiently. He's bemused, but not smart.
He does have all the time in the world right now.
I'm gonna get to my task and I'll ponder this later. And I would actually really appreciate a conversation later. Not about this. I had a funny suspicion, but. And I'm indicating both of them. But. And I indicate the armor. Aye.
If Malcolm
And
were
I've
here,
started
he would be
backing
very
up.
embarrassed for you.
And Eliphaz just sort of turns to
And then I leave.
Avalon, and Avalon's just like, dwarves. But he says it with like a, with a smile on his face. And then they go to the next room and start chatting. So you probably walk, like, not that far up the road. 5 minutes maybe, then you count 2 of these 2 coming back.
Where's the rest of you?
We're right here.
Attached
I'm
to
over
the
here.
main body.
Did Nubbins follow us, or did he stay with
Nubbins is
Nubbins
following
is
me.
specifically following Hawk.
Nobbins, I need you to not lie to me.
He just-
Nobbins, I need to find.
Every time you say
I hate
his
the
name,
fact that I do that.
it gets more
Yeah,
excited.
the more you say his name, the more he's like,
Whole body wobbles.
He just starts
a couple of
vibrating,
scales
he
fall off
wobbles
because
so
they're loose
much.
and he's just shaking them off now. His tail's going like a
Error.
bit.
Where is
Starts to heat
fire?
From fiction.
Where's your master?
You get nothing from him.
I need to find her.
He licks your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a big long snake, like...
Right, I'm gonna
It
go
feels
do
a little bit warm and like burny, but not enough to hurt.
It
Right.
just tingles a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit nice.
I'm gonna go and embarrass all of us, and I start reaching out to people mentally. Have you seen a furball? As I just, not even say anything, just walking up the line.
I myself, Flynn, am shitting myself. Fire has no idea this is happening.
Just as I'm walking up and I see somebody, they suddenly get a message in their head, have you seen a furball? And then I just keep walking.
Get a lot of curses, some of which in languages you just don't understand. It's just like, what the f is going on? What the shit is this?
Some 80-year-old farmer has a heart attack.
Yeah.
The voices, they have returned!
Yeah,
as it runs.
Are you What's gonna tell me to burn things again? What's a furry boulder?
Furry
I don't think I've seen a furry boulder here before.
Has it got mold on it? Maybe it should be rolling. A rolling stone gathers no mold.
I think you've been on them shrooms. Like smacks him
So
with a stick or
you
something.
guys get back in the carriage.
Oh yeah, I didn't message them at all. I just walked. As far as I know, I'm walking.
Yeah.
And then there's cursing
So
happening.
you're just like, he's somebody else's problem now.
Oh god.
Margaret calls them problems or Rios.
I'm not
If
a
you
freaking
guys didn't want,
babysitter.
if you guys didn't want to give me a straight answer, I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna cause all the problems.
We don't know where she is.
So, you just go to the next room, Celine?
Yeah.
You don't hang around or eavesdrop or anything, so
No, I do not.
they chat for a minute or two, and then they both return to the room. the Elephar. Turns to you.
Turns to you specifically, Celine.
Your friends, how good are they in pitch?
So far, we've come out fairly well.
But I'm real good at this point.
Yeah, fairly well.
Yeah,
Walking
yeah.
away in single digits. Oh, yeah, real good.
I'm gonna go and stealth this thing.
Excellent. Are you good
She
at
has barely gotten hit, so
Yeah.
she's like
That's true.
You've come out alright.
pretty good.
Yeah.
And you know that they took care of that problem on the overpass, so...
I'm glad. I'm meant to be wearing heavy armor, but I'm the most squishy one here.
Clerics aren't just meant to...
You sort of think for a second, is how versed are you in information retrieval, distraction, stealth, skullduggery? Because it doesn't know how else to put it in common.
I'm not too much, no.
Well, I cannot help you, but I hope you succeed.
I'll help you, but let me help you.
Sorry, yes. Have a good afternoon. And then just sort of heads to the door.
Fucking what?
You see, Avalon's just like chuckling to himself at this point because you'll have to excuse Elify. He's not most well versed in common. Some certain concepts don't translate very well.
Margaret has that same problem.
He is. I don't know what to say. Young.
He may
But
very
he is
well be
not-
older than Margaret.
Not very worldly travelled.
Inexperienced.
Naive.
Yeah, what? Shit.
But he turns just like, yes, he has informed me that we may need to alter our approach.
Okay.
I knew everything was alright.
It's good to have some prior warning. Yes.
He waves as Elfar exits the carriage.
Well, hopefully everyone else comes back soon, so we can plan from there.
You guys are just sort of coming inside the carriage when you see him step out and just take off. Just the instant noise. And then he turns and flies towards the back towards the city.
Thank you.
Thank you.
2319.
Because I have a rival, and then as he starts speaking, that's when you guys probably approach the door. He goes, "Oh, excellent! I can explain to more of you at once. I have a rival here on the bridge who has something we're going to need."
If it's the fucking farmer, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Guess what you've
Oh no!
Guess what you find your kinkster.
It's not going to be that guy, but you know the carriage just in front of him with
Oh,
The big
no.
tower.
the one that's like his, but not quite.
Yes. So as you enter, he's like, "I have a rival here on the bridge. We're going to need to retrieve something from him to make getting into the city a little bit easier for the rest of you.
What exactly would that be?
Exemption passes.
I'm assuming that's the large wagon further up.
carriage.
Potentially.
Big
Yes.
tower on the top of it.
That does sound like him. Yes.
It's got the same tacky taste.
Humble, I guess.
Not at all.
Can't believe you chose an old carriage, to be honest. If I hadn't failed my acrobatics, it would be alright. Athletics. Well, can't read.
With exemption passes, when we arrive at the gate, I can clearly say to you all work for me. You will enter without too much trouble. No questions, no investigations, Nothing out of the ordinary.
Fire doesn't know this
I
because
was
she's
gonna
on the wrong card.
That's okay. In a little bit, she's about to hear in her head, "Have you seen a furbolg?"
Go away!
Remains there just like nothing.
I will give you what I know. You will board his
You
carriage,
would see.
take
I mean,
the passes, and
here.
return here.
You would be able to see him. Because he would be walking up the sides of the carriage.
And at that point,
looking
we're going to take a break.
Yay, break!
Yay! Now I can contemplate my shit choices.
We're going to take 10 minutes or so just to get a drink,
Party break.
plan, and we will return.
Fire, I'm gonna be Derry. Also
I'll be
fire.
back.
No skills to back it up.
By the way, we are back.
Welcome back, guys.
Jesus.
They're selling peanuts.
Definitely not drugs.
Coca-Cola.
Definitely snacks.
Not sponsored.
The what? I don't want to.
Welcome
Right
back,
now?
guys.
Please ignore the last couple of minutes.
Or
If I had
don't.
known we were back, I wouldn't have said anything.
It's alright, I can cut that out before we upload it.
That's just a special first time viewer section.
Yes, we forgot to send the post for the Discord channel.
I'll, Alright,
Good morning.
Oh,
I said it
we'll
was
stay
put it up
there
on
and
here.
I can do it.
Skedaddle, skedoodle.
So, just open Discord.
Your noodle is now still a noodle.
You can touch my dude.
The screen is the question.
We're talking
Monkey
about noodles.
face. Monkey face, stop it.
Send nudes.
Send newts.
Oh, we're screwed.
Noodles.
Screw that.
Send nudes.
Noodle.
Nuddles.
Like a whole bowl of noodles, please.
Send nuds.
I'm hungry. I can eat a bowl of noodles right
I could as well.
Same. Have you
They're
tried
fucking my
the
noodles.
Hey?
My noodles. Piss off. What?
Have you tried the Magi Asian Malaysian laksa ones?
One of my favorites. One of my favorites.
I can't eat them anymore.
No!
I can't
I
have
can't
spicy
see it
stuff
moving.
anymore.
That sucks.
Even though it's not even really spicy.
I'm trying to
it's
think
the
of a way that we
worst.
can make it like a non-spicy laksa, but then it wouldn't be laksa.
You can turn it off. It's cold. It's the temperature's actually dropped.
I'll heat
Oh,
up
I
a
like
bit.
movement.
The fan's just enough to keep it moving, so it doesn't get stifling in here.
Oh yeah, because we're all hot bodies.
I'll have to make you potato leek soup.
Cool.
I love
So
potatoes.
That's what you're not fat. You're not jolly.
Those
But
are-
you are a hot body.
Regular viewers who are here and have not joined our Discord link.
Thanks for the
Discord
bowl
yet,
of noodles.
The link
viewer.
is in
You
the
know who
chat.
you are.
Join us. We
I got noodles.
will do like public posts and
hell
questions
yeah.
and stuff, especially in the new year. So
Yes, we'll be looking for viewer feedback on and viewer suggestions.
for certain things.
This is when we went back live. That's just the fear of, oh no.
I love that. Yes, and I know. Now I'm trying to remember Kit Von QT. I know you are not as innocent as you claim to be or appear at first meeting. So, oh no, is not that appropriate. Right. So, music got really fucking
Sad.
sad.
We got something more like, we're about to fuck up this stealth mission kind of vibe.
That's good. I was looking for, but apparently.
You guys are about to fuck up this stealth mission.
No. I'm gonna do great.
You're not even going to be involved.
I'm not even stealthing.
Hey,
Natural,
you-
baby.
You want to swing around and grab that curtain behind you?
Don't worry, guys. We're professionals.
Yeah.
Professional jackass.
Yeah.
Okay, so
That's a funny way to pronounce badass. Hey, I'm watching us.
yes. So you guys
I don't believe you, Kit Von Cutie.
return to the caravan. He introduces this whole plan. There it is.
Except for two of us.
Except for two of you. Now, I have a good excuse to send you to this rival of mine. He's actually holding a parcel for me. Under the guise of collecting it early, you can perhaps keep him busy while one of the other ones of you
It's raining.
find the exemption passes we require.
It's raining on me.
It's raining on you.
You want to swallow?
Close the window.
That's right. It's wet. I'm wet.
Moist.
It's going to be blowing the
I
blind
said
out.
after the session.
Hang
Oh
on, hang
my
on. My hands are
gosh.
sweaty. I got this.
That's incredible. I'm both disgusted and thoroughly impressed.
You're welcome.
Do you want to just pull the window across so the blind from blowing about?
How is it getting me?
Squeak.
Just liked you so much.
You must just be very attractive to water.
Ah, always moist.
Fucking aquatic bitch. Sorry. Sorry. No, that's a dog. They're a land animal.
Could be doing a seal.
Oh well. Sorry.
Anyway,
Are you sure you didn't pick up that crack?
Huh?
Jesus Christ.
For now.
I got a crack of my own. What do you mean?
I've lost it. I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
Fucking lost where we went. Evelyn is telling you about his rival. He has a
distraction.
Norman guys.
Make sure he gets that written down.
New NPC now. Norman Geisen.
Norman Geisen. Okay. Writing that down.
I'm like, yeah, I got enough points. It's time for me to name an NPC.
I'm waiting for a real good one now.
There's a parcel for me. The man you're looking for, his name is Balthazar Copperpot.
That was the name. You're an NPC.
That was Brune's one, I think.
He's not the brightest, but he is a good businessman. But it is his cat you need to watch out for.
Cat. Oh, the cat.
Yes. Has
Does
an
he
interesting
cast
name. Perhaps ask him. Yeah, an excuse to keep him distracted. But to keep out of the watch of the cat. It's
Otherwise-
familiar.
It'll be a catastrophe.
What I understand, he usually has 3 workers, guards, whatever you want to call them, with him at all times.
Persons who deliver beatings.
They are also not very bright, but cautious. Oh, and ask him about the thing pulling his wagon. He loves to talk about it.
Choice the fucking wagon.
He's looking at you, Celine, mostly, as he says all this. He turns to Hawk. And, so you two, he says, the passes you require will have the Imperial seal on them. And will be written near the top, pass of exemption. They shouldn't be hard to miss, should be amongst his files. I'm sure you can work it out. There you go. Any questions?
No, I think.
Wait, Margaret does. Have you seen a furbolg?
Oh, it's
I thought you were out.
I am.
Still.
That's why I
You're
said
still
Margaret. That's a
walking-
question.
walking
Have you
on
seen a
lines.
I was
furbolg?
just gonna write you a message asking would he notice that fire's not in the group at the moment.
But yeah, he knows it's just the 3 of them.
Yeah. Well, I can make you invisible if you want it.
That would have been great.
5 minutes ago.
That could be very helpful, actually.
That would have been fucking great. I forgot you can do
And
that.
I can talk a fair bit, so maybe I can do the distracting. Of this Balthazar.
I just realized people know
If the
about
cat is his familiar, would it have the ability to see that which is not visible?
Depends on how powerful the familiar is.
Does it?
I was asking Alan.
Yeah. So,
Are you a wizard now?
because not that I'm aware, perhaps best not to find out. Keep it distracted, avoid its gaze. Should be fine.
Stop the gaze.
Squeeze.
What did we do? No, sorry.
Sorry.
What the? Wipe your shit on me? Take that back. Take it back. Thank you. I've got enough of my own gayness. Sorry.
Do you want some
continue.
of mine? I'm exuding it.
Oh my god.
That's better than spitting on it, I think.
I've got too much already.
Sorry.
Every session
That's fine.
derails.
We shouldn't have had that break. We're all just like gone stir crazy apparently.
We're all giggly.
I'm fine. It's the rest of you are just.
You'll join us soon enough, dwarf man.
I got all mine out before
Yes,
break.
well.
Yeah.
If there's anything else, now is as good a time as any.
Now, yes. Well, in the line, the excuse of getting the package early. And, I'm guessing you would be the best one to go in, but Hawk, do you think anyone else should go?
I mean, he is the quietest one of us.
That's what I was thinking, yes. I can only make one person invisible.
You can make others, not just yourself.
Yes.
Because it's a touch spell, isn't it?
Wait.
And when I do it to myself, I touch myself.
Nice. Can make many comments there, but I'm not gonna.
Because you're a coward!
I want you to know. No, I've already had my fill for today.
La, 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 la.
Coward?
Wow, this talk with the Minotaur is going on for a long time. This line is very long.
So yeah,
Wish I had chosen the correct
so yeah,
card.
at some point the Minotaur will suddenly hear, "Have you seen a furbolg?" And then the lizard folk will hear in their head, "Have you seen a furbolg?"
They don't react. Except
How does the
turning.
Minotaur react?
Turns to yours. Sorry, what'd you say?
I did not say anything.
I thought you said something about a football. Is that you?
I was waiting for you to answer a question about the pigs and back home.
Oh, well, yes, of course. That goes back into the story like nothing happened.
And he walks over to the next cart, which is the cart.
But
Yeah.
like without them knowing, like the Drex is just gonna turn and like give them like this for fuck's sake glare at them, and then like turn back to the Minotaur and pay
I don't see it. I've already
I was gonna
started.
say
No, that's fine. I made,
Oblivious,
sure, I made sure you weren't seeing it. But just as a like a quaky little for fuck's sake, just like god damn it.
Is there anybody at the next cart that I can see through the windows or anything?
It's like 2 carts up, but yeah.
So you weren't here for any of this conversation that we were having about
No.
sneaking in?
Nope.
No.
Oh my god.
They're
So
too
yeah,
busy
of
looking
course
for
the
the
cart's
furbolg.
between, get a, have you seen a furbolg?
You get to the big one, and you just hear a voice be like, "No, piss off."
So yeah.
I am going to look at this cart, take several steps back, look all the way back down at Avalon's, and then back at this one, and then...
You'd probably see us slowly walking up. Maybe.
No, I was gonna say, unless you guys are running, you wouldn't catch up with him, because he's just walking.
Imagine they're just all like fucking Terminator and like.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Well, one of them you wouldn't see, assuming they use the invisibility.
Not yet.
Yeah.
I was gonna wait till closer because it only lasts for an hour.
And I'm gonna keep walking then.
Save time.
Sorry, it was on my mind.
I will say out loud, thank you, and then keep walking. Because someone actually answered me.
You would occasionally get a, what? No, what is this? Like,
And they would have been, thank you for your information.
Thanks for nothing.
And yeah, I'm going to keep walking.
yeah.
Until I'm either stopped or I hear from them. Or these guys
I
stop
was
me.
like, you won't hear from me.
No.
Margaret will turn to Hawk and he'll be like, what's the bet that they're all the way at the top?
Who are you talking about?
The passes.
They're talking about how the passes are all the way at the top of the tower of this card that I didn't pick. Let me look at that one.
That'd almost be too obvious, wouldn't it?
What's the bet it's in that room with that one guy keeping watch?
He's just a sucky.
Just out of
What's the
character.
bet? It's
like,
the creature.
Up his arse.
Oh,
It's up the creature's bum.
Which actually,
Secret
speaking
tunnel.
of
That's
that,
where I keep my secret notices as well, isn't everybody?
actually Margaret is going to stop and just stare at that creature for a little bit. And he's going to tentatively ask it the question, hi, how are you?
It just stares blankly, and then you get this thing as it turns down, like this sort of tusks and like almost, not quite burning, with glowing red eyes, looks down at you, and you just get this voice. It just sounds like growling in some godforsaken language in your head.
forgive me, what race were they again?
You have no
It was
idea.
just a big creature,
Oh, okay, yeah, that's
just
right.
big with like long forearms.
Oh, okay,
Bit
yeah.
of fuzz about it.
So you can communicate, just not in a way I can fathom.
You start hearing what sounds like this growling chant. It repeats the same phrase steadily
Oh no.
If you're trying to
in your,
hex me,
in your head.
I'll be back for you. And then I keep walking.
It comes back to just stare blankly.
So is Margaret walking towards the gates or away from the gates?
Towards the gates.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say.
Eventually
away.
I'm gonna have guards stop me and I'm just gonna stare at them and in their head they're gonna hear, have you seen a
Oh no.
God.
Take as much time as you need to get them. Yeah, that's true.
But yes, you guys approach. Have to,
Do I see them all
5
walking
or 10
past
minutes
then?
later than this.
Or whoever's
Well, it
visible?
depends. How are you guys approaching? You just gonna walk up, or
About 5 carriages from the big one. It stands out because it's big. I cast invisibility on.
I'm going to touch you now.
Hate that.
What, my Celine voice?
No, just that phrase. I'm going to touch you now. Okay.
It's not in a sexual way.
She says, may I?
Just like a gentle head pat of like, good boy.
Yes.
He's good.
That is it now.
Fair enough.
it's Glenn.
Sorry, every time
I touch, it's so fluffy. It's like a cloud.
It's so fluffy, I'm gonna die!
Ironically, I watched that recently.
Yeah, we watched it last night.
What's that, sorry?
What's that? Zootopia.
Oh, yeah.
When they meet Mayor Bell with it, and they start playing with their fur. It's like I never get this close.
They never let me this close.
She would never let me get this close.
Yeah.
She would never let me get this close. Yeah.
I have seen that movie way too many
I
times.
thought
So
it was
good.
they
So good.
usually never let me get this close.
The animated series is now out on Disney Plus.
I know, I've got to catch up on it.
They didn't cheap out on the animation.
So yes, if you would approach by passing this carriage at all, then I'm trying to remember the name of your lizard folk. Drex would probably notice you guys going past.
Mm-hmm.
Drex is probably quickly running out of small talk.
No, I think we're just on the climate and like politics of their homeland now. We're really getting deep on this, guy. We got a long way to go. But if I see Hawk, just gonna give like a certain glance, which will just be a very clear indication for Hawk if I catch their eye of like what is going on. Like, oh, you guys are here now.
It's like that. Come on.
What?
Yeah.
Margaret walking along
Your
asking about
passive
you.
perception's not too bad, if I recall.
Didn't Margaret have the best?
12.
I can't remember.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you're way on ahead looking for.
Passive insights.
Yeah, so you'd probably be like, hang on, something's up, and then when you stop and look, that's when
You
you're like,
recognize a very particular.
My passive is 13.
The shoulder pad that she's wearing, and well, that Drex is now wearing. You'd notice that that's basically
Yeah.
the same as Fire's.
so it'll take you like a couple of times to look back and be like, that's the same outfit, and you'll probably figure it out.
They're keeping a very intense gaze with you while they're listening to this Minotaur talk.
Yeah, I'll probably just kind of give you like a nod thing, like, come on.
I need to use the bathroom.
Or I don't know if the communication works both ways. I don't know if the
It's
train.
okay, if you do the nod, I'll basically just turn to the Minotaur and be like, "Excuse me, I'd like to see what this commotion is about to be.
So, no problem.
I'll be back." And just like hops off.
You'd be like, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah. I see this. And like hops off, and then just like goes around another carriage, and as they pass beside a carriage, as long as there's no one watching, just phases back into fire.
Yeah.
Oh! There you are! Like trots up.
Someone else was like, that guy said on my head that I was like, going to see a furbolg, and then when it shows up.
It's like, I'm now waiting for a... Peace change, man! There's a fireball now!
Just walks right up and like pets Nubbins and be like, "Sorry, bathroom break. What's going on?"
You're like, on the middle of a bridge. You're on the bridge.
Yep! And I found a carriage. Anyway.
I have a task to complete.
Right. Which is?
The dwarf is like gone still, aren't they?
The upper
I mean,
end.
you'd be able to see me. I'm
Am I
moving at
invisible
the
at this
speed of
point?
cripple.
Yeah, I was going to say, you probably just
what
in
are,
the
we, what are we
distance.
getting? Exemption passes?
Exemption
Yeah.
pass.
You just hear exemption passes, but there's no audible, no visible source of the noise.
It's like, has Margaret learned how
It's not
to
you,
imitate
I can see
voices?
you. Who said that?
Sees Margaret in the distance like that bastard.
It sounded weird. Oh. So what are exemption passes?
Yes.
From
and
where?
We're getting a package for Evelyn from...
Evelyn is the package. Sorry. Go on.
No, he has a nice one.
Oh. Better get another one.
It's
Anyway,
got heaps of spikes on it.
package from Tower Thing.
Cat things.
Carry on.
Yes, we have to distract the person.
Why don't we get the dwarf to do that? He's yelling enough as it is.
Yes. Mogram is invisible because of me.
Actually, you see like this realization on her face. Oh,
He
was
said the
Malgrim.
words. He said the words.
Yeah.
and she has like a moment of like, oh shit, I hope he didn't see anything. Oh well, deal with that later. No, she made sure that no one was watching. But there's just that moment.
Invisible
He's
presence.
invisible.
Yeah, exactly. So you may have seen something. I don't know. I don't care. I do care.
You were getting bored, so you were like weaving through the carriages.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
I
say.
thought we were on that side anyway.
But you may have seen it.
You
then.
may have been on that side anyway. As soon as you went invisible, you're like, sweet, I'm the other side now, so I
Yeah.
can duck in.
No,
No?
nat one.
Oh well, that sucks.
That was just, did I or didn't I? It was a nat one, so.
It's probably at this point where they're having a conversation. One of the guards sees you. Is like, do you have a pass? So
They are immediately gonna, as soon as I meet eyes, they're immediately gonna hear in their heads, have you seen a furbolg? And I'm gonna be like, no, I don't think I might in my bag back there.
Yes. You should return to your carriage or retrieve your pass before we can let you through.
I'm looking for somebody. Have you seen a furbolg? About yay big, red hair.
She's only
Nice
five-
tail.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot you're short. Stop.
It's
I don't want to be
yes, not
horse-smashed.
half an hour ago, maybe. They
Were
went
they
back
causing trouble?
that way. No, let me just ask some questions.
And you said they went back that way? I'm going to kill them. Probably metaphorically.
It was, well, what you do with your friends is none of my business. Have a nice day.
Keep up the good work. I know it's hard out here, and especially with, and I indicate the cards. I'll see you, I was about to say soon, but I'll see you when I see you with the pass. And I start walking away with a...
Very well.
If you start walking back and you're looking like around, you'll just see fire standing with the group.
I was gonna say you just see the group there, like halfway, like 10 minutes of the walk.
Yeah, when he gets back here, you'll be like, where did you go?
What the fuck? Just taking a whiz in the middle of the bridge.
As soon as they get within 60 feet, they are gonna hit you. Manky bitch, where were you hiding?
Where did you wander
What
off
does
to?
manky mean? She says that out loud. He just called me a
And why
manky-
didn't you answer me when I called?
He called me a manky bitch. What does that mean?
I'm still 60 feet away.
Yeah, him, the dwarf. Margaret. I forgot your names, I'm really sorry.
Just a finger down.
Like a single paw, but it's like that finger in the paw, and you're like trying to like make it look like a
I've
middle
got
finger.
fingery hands. It's not like.
And then you get in your head,
She said.
if you're trying to make a rude gesture, I'm probably a little bit far away to interpret it.
See, look.
Oh yeah, Dory, I knew that.
You get in your head, if you're making a rude gesture, I'm probably just that little bit too far away to recognize it.
You're asking that question. You knew what I was doing.
You know, I passed this car earlier on the way back, and it looks like someone's staring pretty intently in one of those rooms. So if we're trying to like get in there, we might want to. Is that the person we have to distract?
I'm waiting until I get close, and then I get a message in my head. It's like, yeah, we've seen a furbolg that's standing outside.
We're not right.
Everyone
next
just
to
points.
this
You're like, yeah, I've seen them now.
caravan.
We have a package to collect.
Do we know where in this beautifully cliche copycat style of caravan?
I guess
She says that out loud as
door and that.
loud as possible. Oh, I don't like knocking on strange doors.
Well, I'm going to be part of the distraction. What? Has anyone else got any other plans?
I'm good at stealthing.
You hear in your head, I see we're all gathered. Are we murdering someone?
Malcolm? Are you gone already?
No, he's still
I'm
there.
Still there?
Probably 40 feet away
I
at
can
this point.
respond, can't I, in the head?
No.
Then you don't hear jack shit then.
Yeah.
I was going to see if that window was still open.
Do you want to go see if a window is open? Or something? There's a
What a
way.
wonderful
I was
idea.
going to say
Sure.
you do your thing on him and they can.
He's already invisible.
Are they already in?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
They said 5 carts ago that they were turning them invisible, so they had a lead up.
Ah.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
Nice one.
I'm just hoping that this wizard doesn't have true sight.
Yeah. Me
Usually
too.
They have to cast True Sight, and they're not going to cast True Sight if they don't have cause.
What if they do though?
Why would they have cause? Are you going to give them cause?
So what happens
She has
next?
been acting pretty weird lately.
Well, how do you approach?
Are you going to wait?
Invisible Puppy is
Looking for open
going off first, and I will knock on the door.
And that was the door.
Alright. So you're going up the door, you're just going to go scout around. What are you guys doing?
I'm staying with that one.
He will be careful not to go too close to the creature on the front because it looked funky and he didn't like it.
Yeah, that's a mood. You two just hanging back.
I'm sticking Celine.
Okay, so
Have I
you-
made it there yet?
Yeah, you would have, like, as they sort of approaching the caravan, you would have caught up to them.
So what's the plan? What am I doing?
We're picking up a package.
Okay. Are we picking up a package or are we acquiring a package?
You're like, how can I say this very clearly with no confusion?
And you're like, all the confusion. Both.
That would have been pretty good.
I can still do that.
This door?
If your character would have come up with the
Should be.
idea.
Yeah, that's.
Do you want to talk to that thing while I take care of this? And I point to the creature and then point to the character. I think you'll enjoy its company. It's got a way with words.
As far as I'm aware, Celine's going to knock on the door, but I think plans have just changed.
No, I'm not still knocking on the door.
With a kitty cat.
Actually, it's watching a bird or something.
Can you change the visual appearance of your food?
No.
You can change your appearance to look like one, but you can't change your outfit.
Fuck. Right. Oh, okay, it was
Get
good in theory.
naked and have the guard's outfit actually be your skin.
I mean, they could.
It's amazing.
Essentially. I mean, it'd fail on touch because somebody'd be like, why does your tabard feel like skin? Because it's my insides.
Can I do that?
I don't know.
Technically-
I'm not sure how accurately you can change that sort of thing.
They can give themselves mouths in weird places.
Yeah, I can. Changelings can just like change stuff. I guess. I don't know how it works for material stuff like armor or weapons and such.
It wouldn't actually be armor or weapons. Like,
Yeah.
it would still be you.
You would be naked.
Hey, a naked guy would be a great distraction though. Let's be real.
Just a person.
Knock on the door. Hello, have you seen my uniform?
Oh no! Lost underwear! No breeches!
It's a breach of conduct, that's what it is.
Pick some of those.
Okay, no, I won't do that.
Zephys, you knock on the door.
I just got that. I'm gonna go around again outside of everybody. I don't care if Hawk sees, but change into a little old lady. And I'm just gonna take off like the shoulder pads and everything and just have like the tunic and stuff, and I'm just gonna tuck it away like under one of the caravans or like in one of
This
the
is helpful.
slots wherever there is.
Yeah.
Just like pretend to like dot her along a little bit. She's a 5'10" old lady, but she's got a hunch.
Yeah, okay.
And what is this old lady doing?
Causing a distraction, dear.
Back in my day.
I've lost my cane. She's just gonna start like exclaiming, I've lost my cane and my beautiful Frederick. Just outside the carriage.
Okay.
She's
They're
gonna
cause
she's,
problems.
she's
I'll
gonna
take
keep
care of it.
circling the carriage.
They're gonna cause problems. I'll take care of
I need to roll an insight first, and I don't realize that it's you.
it. They're gonna cause problems. I'll get rid of them.
Don't kill me. That's really bad.
I'll get rid of them.
So when you say take care of them, do you mean take care of them or do you mean take care of them?
What's the difference?
The door is opened by one of the cannon. Now, no, like,
Oh, okay.
Celine's at the door.
Hello. Is your master around?
His ears flick uncomfortably at that word.
We don't use that word here.
Boss, whatever you like to.
Balthazar is here. Would you like to speak to them?
Yes.
Surprised you didn't let off your leash.
Haha.
Like, thinks that, but does not say it out loud.
I gesture to Hawk and say, we are.
Traveling salesman. And we'd like to talk to you about your cast extension.
You've committed crimes against the people of Skyrim. What say you?
Good. Ah, you've only woken up.
Yeah. You're finally awake.
I mean, what's more of a distraction if we mention the name and get in a fight over it? That's a distraction.
We are here on behalf of Evan.
I've heard.
He, like, leans out and sort of looks towards this commotion, but there's obviously nothing happening at the moment, so he's just like...
There's
Wait here.
a dwarf
And
right
as he leans back, you see he does have
Miss
a
Francesca is her name.
crossbow.
He doesn't
Like,
know.
across one arm. But, he closes the door and then disappears.
Oh, fucking, if I knew it was going to be stealthy, I could have taken password out of Trace and given him a plus 10. It's stealth shit.
That would have been good.
That would have been a 17 without rolling.
Fuck.
So, what are you guys doing? What's happening?
I
She'll
was
quiet
looking for
her
an
voice.
open window.
If she sees them go in, she's going to quieten down a little bit. She'll be like, "Hi, Frederick."
Mom,
Oh, hello, dear.
I'll help you find your Frederick. Come with me.
Okay, darling. Oh, you're such a good boy.
How evil is he feeling? Is he the terrible right now?
This is when you turn around and your old grandma voice will be like, fuck off, Margaret.
High or low for evil?
I'm actually getting butterflies.
Low. Come with me.
If you brandish a weapon at all,
Oh, his hammer's away. It's fine.
Oh, I think he's back that way.
No, I think I saw an old man this, and he's going to start leading you towards the edge.
she stands up. Hang on, I'm gonna roll inside actually. this is grey after all.
This is Zephyr's boot.
Zephyrus!
Welcome to
Zephyr's.
This is Zephys!
So insight was a 4.
Oh god.
Yeah, she'll totter along for a little bit.
18 for deception.
I hate this.
You genuinely think he saw someone over there?
Oh, let's go. You see her just like, yeah, let's go have a look then. Like she's trying to just play the part.
Yeah.
But then when we get closer to the edge, it's just
That's when you're going to feel a very heavy.
and she's gonna try and grab onto the edge. Like you'll just see her like stand up and
So you are actually trying to shove them off the bridge.
wait, it's me! Oh my goodness!
How quick can you say that?
Like basically as soon as a hand touches her back.
As soon as the hand's
Margaret!
touching your back, it might be too late.
Margaret!
And then you feel a grip,
It's fire!
and you are pulled back, and there is the most serious face you have seen him pull in a while.
I cast disguise
You're
self.
not fire.
Disguise self. My dragon's name is Nubbins. He's a copper dragon. You are part of some secret order that's trying to get out of everything. We've got Celine.
You know too much. You need to
We've
die.
The hand has not let go the entire time.
I happen to know that I'm supposed to be a firebulb. We were on an airship that crashed. You helped hatch the egg for Nubbins. We called it Nubbins after it grew the wings, nub things, when we were in that river that was glowing.
You can feel him pull you further down towards his face.
Ask me something that only I would know.
Keyword supposed?
What?
Supposed to be a forebode?
Yes.
As in you're not normally a
I
furball?
cast disguise self, so I don't have to think that I'm trying to cause a distraction. I'm supposed to be a fireball, but I'm a little old lady right now. Workers me here. Ask me something only I would know. Traveling with Avalon.
Familiar phrases of people.
Celine's been trying to hit on him. Celine had a dream about hawking a church. What more can I give you?
That dream.
Celine's got a thing in her chest. You've got the hammer. You're the terrible. You're 180 years old.
Assless traps.
Assless chaps! You called me a manky bitch!
I don't like.
She's gonna keep rattling off like little bits of information and just be like, I had that cool dagger. We just went to a hole in the wall. They're called dragonkin, not kobolds.
Remember that you're trying
So,
to be a
anybody
good
that wanted to
person.
recap this episode.
Remember, you're trying to be good here. And I'm remembering not to call you old because you told me how much that upset you. And you can turn really big.
I feel like
And it
this
can be
is
really
letting
scary
you rattle
sometimes.
on.
Celine licks your hand when you poop her nose.
He does actually smirk a little bit and then he's back to serious face. As
heard that.
cute as that may be.
If I drop my disguise self, I can't do it again for a while. And I'm trying to be a little old lady to cause a distraction.
You and I are having a conversation later.
We can have a conversation if you don't push me over the fucking bridge. How often do I swear?
In your sleep.
Celine's not here.
Sorry, here.
I mean, out of character all the fucking time.
Well, yeah. What else do I have?
No.
Nubbins likes your scritches and you wanted to call him Scritches. We called him Nubbins. left my armor under that cart. You can see it there. If you go get it, I'll stay here, facing the bridge.
We're still outside the car, aren't we?
I thought you two were in the cart.
No, we're at the
No.
doorway still.
Oh.
So how far away from us is this going on?
Don't know how far we've been.
Pretty much right up till the edge.
You know, could have died kind of edge.
Well, probably not that far. Something else, it would be on the side of a carriage, but it'd probably be like
away
from the edge.
60 feet to
Are you able
80
to see
feet.
it?
Probably not. If
Would
it
I
got
have
behind
seen
us.
that?
It would,
If I was
it would have
looking-
been.
If you've been
closer
circling the other one,
towards
you might,
the,
yeah.
The gates because you moved away to actually change. And
I
then
went
you-
to the back side of the car, and then as I was sweeping around the end, I basically shifted and then was crawling up the right hand side of the car.
Oh.
As
So
a
yeah, I would have
different
taken
lady.
you away from most peering eyes. So yeah, I would be. You see this, and it's looking very serious as Margaret is weighing up everything.
As you're sort of circling around, you'd hear a door open on the Balthazar's car.
On this side or that side?
Upstairs. So someone's opened the door on the balcony.
We don't have a lot of time.
So he will
all of the time in the world.
whisper in your ear, "What are you doing?"
It takes me a second, and then I'm going to try and pinpoint your mental patterns, and I am going to say in your head, "There's something not right about this one."
It's fire!
No, I've said that mentally to this one.
Yeah, but she's still trying to plead her case. So she's just saying, it's me, it's fire! I know that you sleep behind your shield.
Honestly, don't know if you're helping the situation or making it worse by knowing all the secrets.
I can drop the disguise, but then I can't do it again. So you either want me to help with distraction, or you want me to waste it. Disguise self is not cheap.
Well,
No! No! No!
Why don't you put her down and we can sort this out later when
You're
we're
not
not
doing
in
your
the
job.
middle of doing something?
You hear once again in your head, you do what you're going to do, and I will not do anything rash.
Like,
I
I am
know.
trying to redeem myself, and you.
I think you need to go back to Hawk and Celine.
And look at you, certainly little old ladies. She says, and then she puts the voice back on. Isn't that right, dearie? And you can see that it's like Fire's eyes as well. So she kept the eyes particularly there. You can see it's her.
His expression hasn't changed. He has let you go.
So she stands up tall. So she's the same height. Stands up tall, brushes herself off, and then she kind of just recrumples herself back
I'm
in.
sorry for the misunderstanding. I'm looking for a thief, you see. And
Oh,
you fit the bill, I'm sorry.
me. No, I'm looking for Frederick.
You'd be surprised what thieves will do.
Oh, I'll keep an eye out. Thank you, young man. And she gently pats your shoulder, and then you just kind of feel like a little push, and then she starts hobbling away. She pushes you in the direction of the cart, mind you. Not just pushing you for the sake of telling
Alright,
it.
so balcony door open.
Yes.
Was it left open?
For now, where you are, when you turn and look back, you can see another Canid up on the top with a crossbow in the crook of one arm, just sort of watching out in your sort of general direction. Cool. The door opens. I was going to say, this wouldn't have taken that long, this would have been partway through this conversation. And an old man opens the door wearing maroon robes and big, long grey beard. Very typical wizard.
Was it Balthazar Copperfight?
Yes. Yes. He's,
Good old Valley copy.
he
The
is-
penguin, I presume.
He is human. He's just an old man.
Cobblepot? Sorry.
Copper pot.
Copperpot.
No, but I'm talking
Yeah.
the
Yeah, we
penguin.
Cobblepot, yeah.
But this is copper pot, so it'd be more like the heron.
He goes, oh, you're friends of Aberlin, yes.
Hello, lady.
At least.
You've come to collect his package.
Yes.
Excellent. Well, come on in, come in. Make yourself comfortable. And who else? Well, you're still by the door, so yeah, he gestures you.
Is it just...
I'll bring my pencil cup. Did I eat it?
just him that opened the door just then? So the
Just him,
canid went away. What does he do to let us in?
He sort of steps back and like gestures like.
I
"Come in,
gesture
come in."
to Hawk first, and I take a couple looks just in case the puppy hasn't found anywhere else to find. I'm sure they would have had some chances to look at other stuff before I
Yeah.
knocked,
Yeah.
but I'm going to hold the door open a little bit longer just in case.
Okay.
He was contemplating trying the balcony, but he doesn't know how long that cannon's going to be up there.
I might be able to help with that. I was just frantically writing
So
here.
you walk in and I stop for a second and go, where'd that fucking dwarf go?
In the background.
And I step back out again and hold the door open and have a look.
Just like. Waits. It's like, what's going on?
Do you try and sneak in?
Well, it all depends on what happens with the balcony.
Yeah, so say you're gonna try the balcony, or you're gonna go for the front door.
So, this might affect that. So, he was there as the conversation was happening between these two.
Yeah.
So, after that, I'm assuming I would have at least noticed the cannon up there.
Mhm.
So, no.
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 Not until you finish the conversation, start heading back there. He's sort of in the shadows. He only noticed because he was already looking for a way in.
So, as I notice them, I'm actually going to pat my pockets, pull out my pipe, still keep patting, and then look up at the cannon and be like, you wouldn't happen to have a light, would you?
The one on the balcony.
Yeah.
He leans down so you can sort of see him. With a bit darker fur than the other one that was in the window.
Yes.
No. Piss off.
Friendly bunch, aren't you?
I don't get paid to be friendly. Then he watches to make sure you walk away.
I am
Wow.
going to walk a bit just to, half around the corner, hopefully to pull him out a little bit. Does he take the bait?
He's already standing near the edge of the balcony. He just stays there and watches.
So I'm still going to keep looking back suspiciously.
Arrow!
It's not athletics for me to get up there, is
Just
it?
say what?
Would be,
What is that?
Would be athletics, yeah.
Huh?
I'm not sure I want to do that.
Margaret's done as much of an opening as
Do
he
you
can. He's
have
got to
any
keep walking.
features or anything that help you with climbing?
No.
You have a dwarf you could try and push off of. Just probably warn him first.
So yeah, man, you're gonna try something in the balcony. You're gonna go to the door.
How high up is the balcony?
What am I doing?
What's that?
How high up?
Don't mind if I do.
15 to 20 feet.
Is that window that he had his head out still open?
It's actually a balcony that he's opened the door. This is at
No, the
back.
window that he
Oh, the
was
window?
hanging out of before.
The window wasn't open. He was just sitting in the window watching.
Oh.
Wasting all the good rolls.
I knew it was not good rolls, but they weren't bad rolls. They were average. Roll that one though. There we go.
No, he's not very good at climbing, so he'll quickly bolt around to the front.
Dash through. Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say, you managed to sort of dash through. You probably would just feel the rush of air as he goes past, at full tilt.
There is also a crosswind.
Yeah.
My sense of smell wouldn't be fantastic, but not too bad.
Have we located said dwarf yet?
Wet dog.
I'm still around the other side.
Yeah, he's still in the back.
I am, however, walking.
I apologise if it was sorry, we brought some muscle because we don't know what the package is. He's wandered off.
So it's not
Don't
too
forget,
big. You
don't-
should be able to manage.
You've got Nubbins with you still. Nubbins has great strength. So Nubbins has a 16 strength.
I was using an excuse.
So just Nubbins will just pat her up and be like. And you can be like, oh yes.
Oh
Muscle.
yes, never mind about the dwarf.
But a cute dog. It's a bit off-coloured though.
I'd love to have Nubbins try and bite right now.
Oh my god.
Ow! one of those rare breeds. I've heard of them. That explains the color.
Yes, well, come on in, letting in a draft.
He's not really a wizard, he's just that far gone he thinks he is.
Yeah.
Close the
Fucking hell.
door.
He's
But
gonna
yeah, he sort of shows you guys to. It's just a storage room. So the room you first enter in is just like a little bit of a hallway, and then there's clearly like a room with a fireplace and carpets and stuff. But he takes you in the direction where it just looks like a stone room, even though it's on a wagon. And it's just shelves, a couple of crates, and a door leading out the other direction. But then leaning against the seat of the window is the Canaan from before. And he's sort of greyish.
So it's basically a storage cellar.
Pretty much, yeah. That's where he's been watching. Because, make yourselves comfortable. I'll go and fetch the package.
Thank you.
He looks up and goes, Snap, keep an eye on them, would you? Just nods.
Snap.
And then-
Crackle.
When he says snap, you just see Nubbins just go with his teeth. Like, they're really nice, like, teeth clack. Yeah.
19 for stealth to move quietly.
Yep.
He'll kind of tail behind him to see where he goes to get the package from.
Cool. He goes back into the other room where the one that looks more like a study, chair and everything. And he goes and starts rummaging around and just like a crate with just like random parcels and stuff, and he starts rummaging around. On the mantelpiece, over one of the bookshelves, looking out into the room, you do see his cat.
Kitty.
So he's,
Stop.
Could you hand that over?
he
What?
he is keeping a distance so that if he turns around like suddenly or anything, he can.
Not like
Isn't
nose
it-
to
Yeah,
nose kind of
That's
thing.
the one I
Yeah,
was
no,
going
not
to
like
hand
nose to
over
nose.
earlier.
Terrifying.
But he wouldn't, because he's really freaked out about the fact that he has to keep away from the cat. So he wouldn't be just barging into rooms quickly after him or anything. He'd be
Yeah, stealthing, yeah.
trying to be really, really careful about
Yeah.
that, because wizards are whack, and he don't know jack shit about what their familiars can do.
Wiggity
So he
whack.
I
doesn't
want
wanna
that
take,
on. I want that on a badge roll. This is a whack.
doesn't want to take any chances, basically.
But yeah, if you go back into the hallway, there is a staircase. Otherwise, yeah, as I say, that room, it's just leads to another door, which would lead towards the front of the carriage, and there's just the cat's up there watching.
Yeah, that room that he went into, was it well lit or decently
Yeah,
well lit?
it's well lit, yeah.
And there are glass windows on the other side.
Yes.
So in the reflection of the glass windows, can he see like papers or like a desk or anything like that?
No, not in this room.
Cool. That's not what he's looking for. He's gonna go the other way.
When I'm on the side of the carriage, can I see, like, the one with the package walking through any of the windows, even at, like, base level, or are they up in the tower area?
They're on the base level. You could see through the windows. You could see them.
Okay.
But the other guard, Snap, is like literally leaning in the window, sort of watching into the room now.
That's assassination.
Are there flames, or, like, any sort of lights in this?
Yeah, it's got little torches actually set up.
I want to use Thaumaturgy, looking at
Like
the window,
the
just to
tag.
make them flicker and then snuff out at one point, and then when they go to investigate, if they do it all, just have them snuff back on.
Yeah, you can totally do that.
I'll do that.
Yeah. So you guys are in the room. Are you talking about the room where they're in?
Yeah.
Everybody's in? Yeah. And the torch flickers and goes out. And then when Katie walks over to have a look, it just flickers back on. It's just like, that's weird.
Do they do that often?
Must have been the wind.
Must have been the wind.
Sorry.
Not really. But magic stuff's not that weird hanging around this old fella.
Is he magic? Not just
Yeah.
a good salesman, a thorn in my boss's side.
Well, he is that as well, I suppose, but he does know magic.
Well, some of a thorn.
He deals in magical items.
They do say that Avalon is the more pronounced salesman.
He's just like, as long as I'm getting paid, I don't really care.
Same. Just things I've picked up.
Like the clap.
It's when
I'm so bad.
No.
No,
Oh, he got it big time.
Balthazar returns.
I'm so sorry.
Balthazar returns.
Yeah. He returns like carrying like a package of stuff he brings out. Sort of. Here we go. Gestures to like take it room. And Stat goes. He's looking around the room. He's like, "What's going on?" It's like, "What? Is it? He's hearing things. It's nothing."
Ooh, spooky, scary.
He goes.
Waiting for Balthazar. You mean like that voice in our heads before?
That's normal, you dumb bitch. No,
Well,
sorry.
maybe would you like to go watch with your brothers? So yeah, I might. I'll see what Pop's doing.
It is.
And he goes off to find him.
So, do you know what the package is?
Yes, it's a gift.
I know.
From you to Evelyn?
No, he's paid for this. This is going to be his, he didn't really say. He just said what he wanted. It was for someone. It's an order, I think. I'm not sure.
Creature out front. Okay.
Oh,
I did remember, and it was getting there
Yeah.
naturally. But now we're gonna shoehorn it in there. So
Yes.
what is that? What is that thing out the front there?
Oh, you mean the conquistador? Exactly the answer I wanted. Thank you.
How do I spell that? I got it. It's alright.
I hope Prune is watching. He's getting all the name drops.
And you nearly killed T-Bone, the best boy.
I love how you say it. So you just like, yeah, the conquistador.
Yeah, it's not a species. It's just the one.
Yeah, it's an article. It's important.
He's a demon. Captured it myself.
Woo!
And I talked to it.
And it was changing at you. Imagine what it could have
Oh,
done.
quite a lot of magic. Some special circles and chanting and things. But, he never gave me his real name, so I gave him one, being such a...
Queefador.
Yes.
You hear it in your head, Queefador, and you're like, yes.
It's
shit.
what they call them. So we just call it the conquistador. It does what I tell it.
Charming. Really?
It's not really.
Sorry.
No,
It
the
does the
name.
job.
The name is.
No.
Yeah.
It's not really, but it does the job.
Wow, that's a lot to process.
Oh, yes.
That's why you, as a DM, made Avalon say, "Ask him about the creature he loves to talk about."
Oh, clever. Very clever.
How
Just so you
have
can
you been doing magic?
All my life.
About 60 years.
Look at this young
What?
fella.
What species?
It's human.
Human.
Are you getting uncomfortable?
Ugh.
Yes, it took many years of planning and figuring out to capture the beast.
What's the purpose? Does it?
Because I could, really.
Okay.
Do you ever see another
It makes
carriage being
people
pulled by such a
uncomfortable.
great creature?
It just makes people uncomfortable.
No, I've never seen anything like it. Do you do things like that often?
No, not anymore.
Now you just sell magic items?
Yes, I dabble in crafting things that I traded and found over the years.
Quick question. How thick did you say the chains were on this Queefador?
Solid.
Thick.
They're pretty solid.
Okay.
Are they mithril?
Well,
I'm
gonna cast
Dunno.
detect magic.
okay.
So just so I've got that.
Cool. The carriage pretty well
Now
lights
that's
up.
thick.
That's how thick the
Hulk's
chains
got cake. Holy
That's
shit.
how thick the chains
The
are.
entire carriage glows.
The
Like
entire
there's
carriage.
things about the whole carriage that glow. There are items on every floor that glow.
Detect magic.
Things the guy's wearing glows.
Remember when you went blind when you did it in Averlands? Same thing.
It's pretty much the same, yeah.
Just a giant solar flare you're looking at.
You're like,
It's kind of like the river where it was just blip.
yeah.
Yeah.
And this is viewing it from outside, so you can be like, oh shit.
It's like looking at an aurora borealis
Yes.
with lots of different colours.
But brighter.
What are you
Probably
doing
sitting over there
while this
shaking
conversation's
some
happening?
cheese.
Making his way around, trying to find something that looks like a study,
Okay,
or
so
some
you're
place
gonna
where
go
he might be
upstairs.
keeping files. Yeah.
So go upstairs. Roll stealth first, and then roll investigation.
You got this.
It almost looks like he's wearing a G-string.
It's amazing.
Remember Aunt Fawn or Aunt Fant from Robots?
I rolled another 12,
yeah.
so that's
Yes.
19 again for
19,
stealth,
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
shit.
Knocking everything over.
and
Me
3
too.
for investigation.
Ah.
No, that's 5. I have the +2.
Okay, 5. You find a bedroom. You find a bedroom. You open, like, you go past one room and you see 2 canines in there talking, and one of them's like, I keep hearing things. What the hell's going on? And it's like, snap out of it. You've got a job to do.
Is that
And
a
then-
pun on his name?
Hey?
Was that a pun on his name?
Yeah. He didn't do it on purpose, but yeah.
You didn't do it on purpose?
It's like, do you want us to switch places with Crackle? He's just watching out up in the balcony, like, it'll get you out of the way. It's like, yeah, alright, I won't do that. And so he leaves. And then that one, the bigger one, goes back down the upstairs the other end.
He will do everything he can to keep out of the way.
Yeah.
No, get in the way.
No, I do that to the one that's already freaking out.
Yeah, it was totally someone else.
But yeah, before it takes you a little bit longer with the low roll. You basically end up checking most of the rooms. You find like where their kitchen is, and then
Is
finally
still
you
some of
find
their
what
food?
looks kind of like a study, and it's basically at the base of the tower at the top.
So at the base of the tower,
Yeah. So there's like, you know, a room, you can see this spiral staircase leading out of that room at the bottom. There's like a desk and things and stuff.
yeah, and he's looking for things with Imperial seal that specifically save
Yep.
dungeon parts.
Cool. Roll me another investigation.
Better than the last one.
Go for it.
Let's hope.
Another one.
Was it worse then?
Dramatic.
Two
Do you want to have a look at that?
Is it a nat one?
It's
No.
a 3. Exactly what I rolled before on a different dice.
You're so nervous that just... They can stay there. They can just stay imprisoned. It's
We
fine.
rolled an 11 that
Oh,
time.
fuck's sake.
It's still a 5.
Yeah.
Cool. So it's going to take you a little bit to search through the files and everything. Tell me. Yes. What are you guys doing?
It's going to take him even longer because he's stopping every now and then just to listen and make sure that
Make sure the
nobody's
others
coming
aren't going to.
I'm
I guess-
probably doing my best to keep them distracted.
I guess we're just listening to the stories about
Are
we
the chains, are they glowing? Detect magic.
Yes,
Is there a block?
there is.
We can do what I did last time with this fucking dice.
He starts going into the logistics of summoning circles and the planes of hell. He goes, there are several planes, all of them different. Not all of them physical. It takes quite a lot of work to summon this creature.
Is it not dangerous?
Oh, it's very dangerous. Well, that's why I have to be very sure you get it right. And the contract must be binding.
Yeah, I'm looking a little uneasy right now.
Contracts are important to get it to function the way you want.
Your name is
Not
now
just-
Gryffindor.
Not just an agreement, but an actual written contract.
Yes, demons are different to devils.
Oh.
And he starts like listing some of the differences.
And I listen, and I will roll charisma if
Yeah,
to keep-
basically to keep the conversation going.
Yeah.
I mean, you do some magic, so you could use that as an excuse for your interest.
19 plus.
Yeah, I'm just looking at easy.
What do you want? Just charisma or
Just charisma, yeah.
And shit. Is it well?
22?
22. It goes on like just talks about the differences and stuff. He says it's a lost art. It's probably likely never to be done again. It's dying out. Yeah, and then it just goes on to like the other schools of magic and says like, oh, some of them even becoming less common now that aura magic has been discovered. It's a little bit of a different field of study, and in old ways just dying out. He sort of keeps repeating himself.
Aura magic.
Goes, oh, aura is a study of one's own energy. Can be used to do simple tasks, not as grand as casting fireballs, but more practical. Anyone can learn it.
You cast fireball?
Certainly can. Every wizard worth their salt can cast fireball.
Y'all, I'm getting there.
Yes, you do manage to find in the bottom of one of the drawers just like a bunch of papers that look about right.
Do they specifically say exemption pass?
They do.
Cool. He will grab them.
Yep.
And try to make sure that everything that he has touched looks exactly as it was.
I may be able to help you with this distraction if you want me to.
Oh, that's okay. He can probably try and get down from the balcony. It's just getting up the balcony might have been more of an
Yep.
issue.
Cool. You're gonna see your exit.
Yes.
Cool.
How big are the wheels on this thing?
Leave me alone.
Bigger than the ones in the other one.
How close are the wheels to the balcony? Like how far are they from
5 to 10 feet. You can jump to one. Easy enough.
You can make that.
You can make an acrobatics to climb down rather than athletics. Okay.
Cool.
So you sneak past Snap on the balcony.
I thought they changed and it wasn't Snap on the
No,
balcony.
Snap was the one
Snap
that
was
was
the one
downstairs.
downstairs.
Ah.
Now it's Snap on the balcony.
And it's Crackle downstairs?
Just give me a second.
Okay.
Yep. So yeah.
And
now,
it's Pop upstairs as well.
yeah. So
Oh, damn.
yeah, a different Canaan comes and sits in the room partway through this conversation.
That's fine. I've moved over to the lock on these chains.
Okay.
So
Is
21 for
Hang on.
acrobatics.
Yeah.
we're gonna tap Breen's back.
Hang on, Brain. We are in the cabin right now of one Balthazar Copperpot.
Yes.
Copperpot.
Copperpot, yeah. And also we're dealing with a demon
A demon,
called the Conquistador.
the Conquistador.
The Conquistador.
It's not like it's a name or anything, it's what they are.
So we've had your
It's just
wizard.
what they call it because it won't give the wizard its name. So
You
it is
don't
technical.
give the real name.
Exactly.
Because demon.
I'm pretty sure it gave Margaret its real name, but Margaret had no idea that it had.
The triplets.
Oh, I think it might have been trying to do something
And there's
else
the
to
3
Margaret.
Canids sort of guarding the place, which is Snap, Crackle, and Pop,
All in one carriage.
all in one carriage.
You've done so well, Brune.
So I'll
Wait, that
for-
means they missed when I nearly murdered Fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll wait for Malgram to finish what they're doing first.
The other dice is
Yeah.
gone.
The one
I
you
think
saw
it went. I
before.
think it went under the floor somewhere.
Oh, no, it's there.
Found it.
Yeah.
But yes,
I'll
you
say the whole-
you climb down easy enough. No problems. Drop down.
I imagine once he got onto one of the wheels, he could have easily gotten down.
Slide off. Yeah.
Stick
has
that
no
between
way
them
of-
cheeks.
Letting them know that he's done, though.
This is true.
Are you still nearby?
No.
Fire's at the front. It is fire.
Yeah. So if you circle around the carriage, you'll see fire.
I mean,
around
you were
the front of
telling
the
him that
carriage.
you were fire when...
You know, but like, it looks like fire now.
Okay.
Because in amongst all the commotion, I'd already written it to Daryl. She changed back, realizing that the plan was kind of shit, and then she got dressed again.
So he'll like,
Yeah,
Come
I'm
up
playing
and, like-
cool. I'm gonna improvise.
if you're standing near the creature,
She's actively like looking at this lock, like trying to figure it out.
he'll like whisper to you that he's finished.
The hairs right up, and she's like, "Okay,
Wow.
we need to like, we need to get this guy out of here. He doesn't belong in these chains."
Are we sure we want to release that thing here, though?
Oh my god.
And now, why am I now waiting for it to just kind of turn and you just hear in your head?
Did you hear the way they were talking about it? How they used a lot of magic to like ensnare it? Doesn't sound good.
How would you have heard that?
Because I was walking around the caravan.
Would have been actually was spending my time at the window listening when
Yeah.
sending Snap off. So would have heard bits of it.
Kind of
The
just
Hulk's got a
sighs.
fiver but
I mean, I can just break the lock and I can run.
I was about to ask, is the lock pickable? Does it look doable?
Roll an insight.
Actually, not half bad enough.
So I can always help out because I've been investigating as well.
Look at all these
Same.
names. I'm nervous
Same.
enough to.
Like I
name
just
NPC
said so,
again
same.
At this point.
14.
Where'd my pen go?
14?
It looks like a really big, sturdy lock. You're not sure if you'd be able to do it with regular lockpicks.
I've got this giant pick of ice that I took from that river. Do you think that would help?
No.
It's radiating with magic.
I'll find you a permanent marker. You can draw on like a bikini and stuff.
Yeah.
Would that be helpful?
Would a giant
A giant
piece-
pig.
a giant pick of magical frozen ice stuff.
Would. I mean, I don't know. You can try. Like, unless if you guys can think of a way that'll help, then you can try.
I mean, I can try to sleight of hand it with a fucking ice pick.
You can certainly try.
So either that or I try and get Nubbins out here afterwards and we get him to use his acid breath. That's the only way I can think of it.
Now these chains and everything were magical.
The chains were magic. Was the lock magical? The actual lock, like
The whole thing, it's attached. It's a part of the chain, part of the manifold.
Are you assisting?
yes, I will be assisting.
So, without the assist, it was a 7, but with the assist, it was 22.
22. Okay.
I'll do
You
it for a second one.
There you go.
find a way to like wedge it in and try and get to like the locking mechanism, and then runes start to glow on the
Oh no.
on the lock, and the piece of ice shatters.
You got it right down, Jared.
Honestly, as soon as the runes started to glow, he would have like, oh god.
Yeah, shoot, no.
Yeah. God damn, guys! Some of these names are gold.
Technically, it's brasses, but Dobby redeemed it.
I paid.
Some of these are great. I'm not going to run out of them.
Like those last two are
anytime
just
soon.
fucking gold.
So, I don't
I
think
still
we're going
like-
to be able to pick that, and I think we should leave just in case that was able to alert
Yeah,
anyone.
fire's
I was
gonna.
saying, inside you guys hear meowing.
Meow.
Fuck.
Meow.
Fuck. Fuck.
Meow.
Fire's
No,
gonna
not
look.
quite like that.
Fire's gonna look at the demon and be like, figure out a way, and then just like run.
It hasn't even looked down at you guys the whole time. It's pretty much just staring forward.
Yeah, we're running.
Like, bye!
I am.
The cat comes into the room with the wizard and sort of rubs up him and goes, "Oh, Mr. Snibbly, what's the matter?" And it's like, "Meow." He goes, "Oh, I think our business is done. You should go."
How big is the package?
How big do you want to be?
It's an armful. It's an armful.
I put it on the Drake then.
Okay.
Yeah, Nubbins is just like. You can probably fit it right between the nubs of his
And before you even do that, he's already going to the door and he's like calling over one of the Canaans. And he heads out.
It'll be Crackle.
And yeah,
We are
we should-
gone.
we
you
should-
open
yeah.
the door and you just catch him saying something like, "Just keep an eye out. If someone's trying to break it free, just shoot them."
Who would do that?
Only idiots would do that.
Only a fucking asshole would try.
Would try to unleash a demon on
A
the
non-fat, non-jolly person would surely try that.
That's why Malgrim didn't want to pick the lock.
So you guys, yeah, basically
$20, Hulk.
the other one. So the third cane comes down. He's almost black fur. He's a lot darker than the other one. He comes down. He's like, "You heard the man. Time to go." I didn't name it.
Was that one Brune as
I'm
well?
pretty sure that was Brune as well. Yeah. As well. And like the wizard's like he's looking around outside, but then as soon as you guys, you get like ushered out, he's like, "Say hello to Avalon for me. Have a good day."
Sorry.
So I'm guessing we would have gone behind the wagon and then down the other side.
Yeah.
So we were off the road itself.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have been as much of a problem for me, but you're not invisible, so.
She runs
Yeah.
fast for a little one.
You see the three brothers sort of scouting out the area.
Fire's then just gonna lean up against one of the nearest ones and just pretend to do nothing. Just play it cool.
Can I see them?
We're not hiding now. We're
they're
just
not
kinda
hiding, yeah, so
pretending
you probably see
to
them,
act
yeah.
cool. We've stayed a few
Close
carts
the road,
away
yeah.
to seem like we weren't even there.
You hear in your head, so what did you do?
She can't respond back, so she's just.
The Minotaur turns to you and he's like, "So that's about the time when I met my wife. You know.
I fucking love this Minotaur. Did I get his name?
No."
Oh, what an asshole I am.
But yeah, he just continues talking about his story about his childhood and stuff, which I'm assuming you guys will make small talk while you're waiting.
Oh, yeah.
Can we call him Bronk?
You can totally call him Bronk.
What's his last name? Because I'd be like, and so what is Mrs. I'm sorry, I
Itis.
didn't catch you.
Bronchitis.
Is that a yes from the DM?
I'll put bits in there if I can do it.
Yes.
Wonderful.
So what's the wife's name then?
I've paid my bits.
Cranky.
Bronchitis.
Tracheitis. So it's bronch and tracheitis.
Yes.
Yes. Sorry, I'm from beyond the teeth. It's a weird name.
And
He just looks at you like, I don't know how you get over
And
these
my, and my
things."
children, pulmonary embolism.
So I just lean and it's like, we go under, and then I get.
He goes, "Yeah, that makes sense."
Have you not heard that we Dwari are good at digging? That's why you never see many of us, because we're. Hell, there could be 6 underneath us right now, and you wouldn't know.
Except for the fact that you're on a bridge.
But yes.
We'll get over that bridge when we get to it, alright?
You
Cross that
all
bridge
meet
when we
up a
come
bit
to it.
further away.
Yeah, pretty much as you start, nonchalantly walking past, I'll be like, well, I shouldn't take up too much of your time.
Too much of your mutton? Too mutton of your time, sorry.
My leg's feeling better. Thank you for the
It's
rest.
on. It's all good. Help to pass the time.
That was entertaining. I learned some things about farming and agriculture.
Bronchitis just earned like a free 15 gold. I just realised.
Yeah.
50 gold's a lot.
Yeah.
I'm very generous with my money. It's okay.
When I finally get in, if I see you setting up shop, I might pick your brain for some other stuff. I've been looking for a new trade. Not many people looking for soldiers these days.
Oh, well, there's a bit of work for both.
Are you
Not as generous.
Soldiers
uninvisible now?
and farming.
Or did you just keep it up as long as it can?
You are still invisible.
Well,
it's
if I
within
can't be
the-
a soldier,
within the
there's
hour,
always a change of place, and your place
unless
sounds
you let
lovely.
me know that you want me to drop it.
Yeah, he can't turn it off unless it just drops or unless Celine does.
Malcolm, are you next to me somewhere?
Yes.
Creepy but cool.
I'm also guessing that if he had slipped that inside his coat or something, the thing
It
would
would
be invisible.
appear invisible, yeah.
Did you get the stuff?
What stuff?
Tell me you're pulling my hoof.
He's being coy.
Oh, you're here now too.
Yeah, as soon as you guys walked past, I hopped off the car.
Oh, okay. Hello. You believe me now?
About what?
Me being the old lady.
I still have things I'd like to talk to you about that.
It's called disguise self.
Is it now?
It's a spell. left it from my homeland. We can also turn invisible if we want to. She gives you a little knowing smirk, like a little hee hee.
Would Malcolm have actually seen that used a lot with his line of work?
What, Sky Self?
The Sky Self, yeah. Once or twice, yeah. You'd know about it.
I do want to have a conversation about it later.
You can talk about it all you want. It's not going to change my answers.
It might.
Disguise self can be very handy in a pinch.
Oh, I know this. Well, I can narrate this.
That was different. Mask of Many Faces, wasn't it?
Oh, that's a little bit more intense.
So yeah, we make it back to Averlin's cot.
Yep.
So
You would all catch up.
Mask of Many Faces past this guy. So.
Yeah. But that means it doesn't cost
She like runs over and like gives him a little face squish and she's like, "Oh, my little baby." He feels a little coin pouch in his cheek. "Hello, darling."
But, yeah, you return to carriage and Evelyn's in the first room from the doorway, reading his book. He puts down his ears and says, "Well, how did it go?"
Swimmingly.
Well, we've got your baggage, boss.
I nearly killed an old lady.
It's pretty terrifying. I was the old lady that nearly got killed.
I need to sit down.
But you didn't.
No.
I'm still here.
Do you know about things that chant in your mind?
Not specific about anything. What?
Big thing over there. It
Oh,
tried to talk to me in my head.
you mean the Bargura?
Oh, is that what it is?
This poor fucking
How many
poor
arms
thing.
did it have?
2. It'd be 8 looking one.
Yeah.
The Bargura.
Yeah.
I think you're thinking of the crabby arm to be fucking thing.
Do you remember
Something
if
like
one of those appeared during the war? Lots of strange things appeared.
Which is possible.
That might be why.
I'm walking to the
Do your
sit down.
stealth missions usually nearly kill elderly?
Depends what the job is.
Almost exclusively.
Which is a very good way to draw unnecessary attention to yourself.
I mean, if the old lady just so happens to trip and fall off the bridge and nearby dwarf
I
tried to
wasn't
grab,
going to trip and fall over the bridge. You led me there.
tried to grab, but because of his poor damaged leg, couldn't quite reach her in time. And then an
that
old
a
lady
little
who
like
was
I'm going
creating
to
way
He's
too
already
much
gone.
attention.
He's just already gone. Quiet. Did you get the papers?
Papers, please.
Ruffles around.
Just
Yeah.
nothing pulls out a pair of papers like, yeah.
Ah, he just like, oh, thank you.
And then you appear.
Appears. Excellent.
And
It was
the page on the
Nubbins is just in the doorway like,
Oh,
I got it.
and he puts the papers down. He takes out a quill and starts like writing things down. When he says, "Oh, that's yours, by the way." That's writing.
wait.
The package. That's what like when he's like, "Oh, the package." He goes, "This package is yours, by the way."
Oh, I know what that is.
Mine?
Aye.
You must have ordered something. And he said it's going to take a couple of days or whatever.
Forgot what the fuck I ordered.
Cloak of protection.
Open it.
Oh,
No, it's not that one. You should open it and find out what it is.
What if
A
it's one of those
death ray.
secret shops that I don't want people to see from Averlin?
This comes in a brown
Yes,
box
it's-
saying this is definitely not a dildo.
Is the package buzzing?
Dildo, how about Dill? Don't look in here.
Go on, open it.
Like when you sort of hesitate, it's the saddlebags you requested.
She puts it on the ground and she rips it open and she puts it straight on them.
Oh, like deep pockets. for
Does
your
it still
drink.
fit him?
Yeah. It's like you think like it doesn't quite look big enough. You put it on him, it sort of stretches to fit.
Oh,
It's magic.
incredible. Incredible. He has saddlebags
And it's got
now.
like the stitched patterns and stuff in it, and it's basically a pair of haversacks. Sort of sit.
That's
on
incredible.
saddlebags.
Oh.
Actual
they-
haversacks?
So they're not huge,
Yeah,
but they
they
still
have
hold
haversacks.
quite a bit.
She starts putting like his scales.
It's
Do you know who the
What?
pack mule is?
Mechanically,
Yeah.
it's one handy haversack.
Split into two.
Split. It's just the pockets you can access from outside.
She's just gonna start redistributing her stuff. Just putting
What?
it in the next.
That is amazing!
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if you put it in that side, you can pick it out the other side.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's so
god.
cool.
That's
You
so
had
fucking
something-
cool!
If you had something that was technically too big for the
gonna pay
haversack,
for
if
this.
you started putting it in one, would it start coming out the other side?
You know what? Yes. What? Like a spear just comes
Oh my
in.
god, imagine if that was how you found out that was how you
50-foot pole.
get it
Okay,
on both sides.
but hear me out. Shooting an arrow into it and then just having it go on the other side.
Oh no.
Nah,
yes.
you'd pierce it.
Yeah, I was
Definitely
gonna say.
pierce it.
Yeah, you pierced the rope.
No fun. Anyway, that's
No
cool.
fun.
I completely forgot that I'd ordered that. I'm delighted.
Want to see a magic trick?
No,
you
I don't
stand on that
remember if
side.
you.
Walking through the bag.
I think you did throw some money at that.
I did. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've already paid for that. Yeah.
So basically, it's part of it. When you finish, when you guys get developing, you'll have essentially paid it off.
pocketers and then I got saddle bags.
I'd like to continue your old world studies, if you wouldn't mind, in the library.
Evelyn, what do you think of Mr. Snipple?
You do that voice.
I try and mimic the
Yeah.
old man.
He cracks a smile at that. Mr. Snivelly is the one that pays attention. Smarter than you expect.
Yeah, clearly.
It's a very strange relationship that they have. Now, since we're going to be spending the last part of the evening on this bridge, we'll probably be through the doors by morning. I will need someone to keep watch,
I'll
make
do
sure we
it.
don't have any retaliation.
I'll do it. Me. Pick me, Gavrillin.
And it would be wise to have at least two of you.
I'll do it too.
No.
I can see in the dark.
One
No.
can take the balcony, one can watch the ground floor. Perhaps one would like to sit up with Trevor.
Nubbins and I will be up with Trigger.
Very well.
Malcolm will stay up as well because after what happened on the bridge, he doesn't want to leave these two alone.
Just don't get a point of exhaustion over it. Get
I
some
definitely
rest.
like to get my beauty sleep.
Yeah, you
Well, I'm
do
gonna go take a nap now, so I'm all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed for tonight.
Well, I will fill out these forms, and by the time we arrive to the front of this line at some point, we shall enter without worry.
that. Fair enough.
Yay, we got
And
through a
then
day.
Then he just sort of goes back and starts writing his, good night.
I've already walked off to
Yeah.
go take a nap.
Thanks for the package. Appreciate it.
I recommend you get some sleep as well.
Aye. I'm gonna go hang out with the saddlebags and figure out how they work. That's gonna be fun.
Okay.
And then Fire, as she walks out, she's like, my package was pretty big today. Just like, very innocently, just like, delighted.
You tried to release a fucking Bulgura. Yes, your package was pretty big today.
Damn fucking right.
Jesus.
Yeah, Fire, we're gonna take a quick nap.
But yeah, as I said, that's a good place to call it for the session.
Next session, more drama between the Furbolg and the Dwarf.
And everybody else.
And everybody else.
The drama should be the name of the episode.
Yes.
Drama llama.
Awesome. But yes, we're going to call it there.
What we call the episode nearly killing old ladies.
No,
Hi,
that's
Granny,
good.
what a large fold you have.
Wow.
Sorry.
But yes, we'll pick it up again in a fortnight. We will upload the episodes during the week.
Hopefully, if nothing goes awry, we'll be back in 2 weeks.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're back in 2 weeks for one more session to arrive into the city of New Zephys proper.
There'll be murder,
And find
mystery,
out a little bit more
maybe a
about what's
little
going
bit
on.
of food.
And then yes, we're probably going to plan something for a bit of a break over December. We will work it out and let you guys know next session what's happening.
Yay.
Yeah, if you haven't already, join the Discord.
The link is in the description.
The link is yeah. Chuck it
It'll
in the
be
description.
in the description on YouTube. It's on Facebook.
And yeah, we'll see you guys soon.
Bye.
See you next time.
Bye 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 bye.
You gotta
Bye.
Bye bye.
Oh, I gotta do the thing. I gotta do the thing.
Bye.